Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. This is Bugbear's Basement. We're getting into Umbral Session 7, which is cool. Things are really going along. Hopefully, you guys have been doing well. Had yourself a really good weekend. A little bit of shout out for old Turkey and their trouble. They've had themselves a serious earthquake, and then another serious earthquake shortly after, and then another. So, yeah, that sucks. I understand your pain 100%. I've lived through I don't know, 1,000 earthquakes living here in Japan? Probably. Yeah, something like that. I get it. It sucks. And we had a big one here not too long ago, and it hit. What didn't hit on us? Well, it hit. We still felt it really strongly, but it caused a whole bunch of trouble. It killed a bunch of people. But for the week or two after, we had hundreds of aftershocks every day, all day, shaking, shaking, shaking. Ridiculous. So yeah, I feel for you. And then on a positive note, the Harry Potter game looks pretty good. I checked out a review of it. It looks great. Looks like it's a lot of fun. People are having fun. Even the people who don't know or like Harry Potter are enjoying that. And congratulations. And I'm just going to raspberry the Jagoffs that want to cancel it because of well, I don't even know why they want to cancel it. I'm not really sure. So
I don't know.
take that. Take it. Yeah, but anyway, hello GOP. How are you doing?
Oh, I am just peachy,
Peachy. I haven't
as
heard that in a
usual.
while.
Yes.
I do like peaches. How about you, Tower?
I'm spiffy.
Oh, he went old school. I'm surprised a youngin like you even knows that word.
Because I use it
Oh,
often. I'm assuming that's why.
it's your fault. All right,
It's
fine.
it's all my fault. Tower, what's a young person word that you can use instead?
Yes.
What's up, dog?
No,
Oh,
that's my
I
generation.
don't even know.
That no, 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 no. Uh,
Um,
you could say it's the
oh,
spats.
the spats.
Yeah, see, I got him. There you go, GOP. Did
What?
take one try.
Okay.
That would
Well,
be from the Roaring Twenties.
I'm sorry, I'm not that old, Mamir.
Well, neither am I actually. But
that'd
hello,
be
lady.
impressive.
Everybody.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, I like peaches too.
Oh, that's good. Everyone likes peaches. Over here in Japan, they have the absolute best peaches for just taking out of the refrigerator and having a bite. Just eating peaches. They have the best in the world right here in Japan. But if you want to cook with it, no, not a chance. They're way too juicy and watery to cook with. You can't do shit with them. Oh well.
You can eat them.
You can. You can do that and they are amazing. They are, especially if they're chilled. They have a
Make
dessert.
jam with it.
What do you say?
Make jam with it.
You might be able to. They are very liquidy though. It's hard to do anything other than just eat them. But they have a dessert here I've never seen before. Because peaches here are the Japanese really knock the peach out of the park. Let's be fair with it. And what they do is they take a peach, they core it, therefore leaving a hole in the middle. They fill it full of a sweet cream. They put it on like this little phyllo, pastry, and they drizzle a honey glaze over the entire thing. And usually they'll put little berries and stuff on before they do it. Uh, yeah, dude, that is freaking lightning. It is really, really good. Anyway, we're not here to talk about peaches. We're here to role play. You guys ready?
We did.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. So let me go ahead and get it up here so you guys can see. There we go. And we will get going. Now, as you guys know, I'm going to be on the other side, and Lady has been officially nominated and jobbed with watching the chat. So, okay,
Yep. Protester there.
thank you. Thank you very much, Lady. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, just as usual, Cortex Prime and Umbral. So let's go ahead and get into where we were. Now, Um, uh, our party here was working with the BUA, which is the Boston Umbrella Affairs. And particularly, they've been assigned you being liaisons from the Dove agency here in Boston. You have been assigned to their liaison officer to Dove in Boston, Jessica Donaldson. And Jessica, she's starting to warm a little bit to you, but you guys are kind of adversaries in a way because the BUA sees that they should have complete authority over Boston, but Dove's power supersedes everything, and they don't like it. And there's a lot of people that complain about that, but to sit down and have an argument, it's probably best the way it is. Nevertheless, she is warming to you a little bit, and she gave you a job. It seems there is someone going around creating demonic creatures. And that's a no-no. We don't want that. There are legal ways to do that. You just don't randomly raise demons, right? I mean, we can all
Right.
agree on that, right? So, um, you guys went to research it, and by doing so, you guys ran into the last faction you had yet to have met here in Boston, and that was the Winter Court. Which is a little bit odd because the Winter Court is probably the most powerful entity in Boston, right? Now, internationally, they're not very powerful at all, but here in this city, they are very powerful. And obviously, there's a very tentative piece between the Pact in particular and Winter Court, but honestly, the Winter Court and everybody, because it's well known that they feel that they should be the ones to make all decisions in Boston. So, and of course, with the Winter Court, we're dealing with vampires, which is just in our world is another type of demon. Anyway, you went, you actually talked to the Queen to try to get information, and freaking GOP scored a mega hit roll on a mega where it's something he specialized in, and he actually got a contact out of the Queen. My God, dude, what's
Pick
wrong
me.
with
What can
me?
I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I should have struck you with a Zeus's bolt. That's what should have happened.
You should have, but you
Mm.
didn't. That was your mistake.
It was my mistake. It was. It was. But
The
she couldn't give you any
The Zeus
information.
bolt on the Queen is just a love bolt.
Well, I mean, what do you
But
want? What am I supposed to do? I don't know what
Uh,
I'm supposed to
Hey,
do.
there's
Uh,
a reason that man carries his Sex Panther clone.
that's true. There is
yeah.
a reason.
Here's the thing.
There is a reason.
If if you killed my character, though, you realize that the party would last maybe 5 minutes before they said something, and then ended up getting killed too.
That's true.
So,
That is true. That is true. Yeah. So we can't
I
allow
like to
that.
We
know
are
I'm so
very
bad.
good at making new. We are very good at making new campaigns. Me and Lady.
well,
You
Tower
you
probably
are.
would say something and then get everyone killed.
That's true. That is true. But she couldn't
Most
give
of
you
the
any
time.
information at the time, although he did make a contact, an actual dice contact,
Mhm.
by the way, which in game is what really matters. But she did send a person to come and speak to you. This was outside Franklin's because you guys were with Penelope, who is a actual Winter Court princess. We don't know exactly why she runs Franklin's, or we don't know all the detail behind it. But Franklin's is an important place in Boston because it's where all the Umbrals can freely come and hang out together, right? It's like sacred ground in a way, right? So we don't know what kind of ulterior motives she might have because Penelope is just kind of like she comes across as a bit of a ditzy party girl, right? But she's more than that, obviously. But the Queen did send information to you in the form of one of her
Uh,
Henchman.
lieutenants, I guess.
you
And
didn't tell us that.
well, we didn't.
I
But
figured it was from her.
you
You
knew it.
didn't?
You it's from her, right? Because he said the Queen, right?
Oh,
Um,
I don't remember him saying the queen. I just
I
remember
don't
him
remember
saying
saying it either, but I figured it out.
he kind of mentioned there was like interested parties,
oh,
but he
okay.
He
didn't
said there
say
was
who.
However I
someone
put it,
that
but
wanted you guys to
the
know this.
Yeah,
the timing, but nevertheless,
yeah,
he gave you information, and he only said it very briefly and then disappeared, right? So obviously there's politics going on here, right? You don't know what,
yeah.
but something's going on, and all he left you with was the lava room. Now, It is what, like 9:30 at night, something like that, 10 o'clock. Um, that as we left off from last week. Now it's certainly not too late for a nightclub, so you guys could go try to check this place out. Now you guys had found out because it took Lady a little bit of researching to figure what is the lava room, because it's not named that. This is what the vampires call it, and this is the Winter Court's party place for their young people. Yeah, for their young people. What did I call it, lady? What was the name I gave? The real name I gave it.
Um,
Oh, it's the Boston spot.
The Boston spot. That's right. It was something generic. I gave it right.
it's not
But
the place under the bridge.
yeah, but it's actually a very big place. But it is a vampire hangout. Winter Court particularly. So you guys didn't even know about it, and you're Dove. Now I'm sure there's people in Dove that know all about it, but you guys didn't. So what do you want to do?
I mean, personally, might as well strike while the iron's hot, you know, because we found out all this stuff tonight. Information's probably going to get around, so I
Yeah,
personally
but
say we
we've been
should.
asking questions. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
we know that we saw the picture of the older man.
well,
Oh, you
yeah,
did.
you
Yeah,
found out he was.
you found out because of your ability
Yeah,
is the reason why you know this. This guy, you don't know if he's the owner. You don't know exactly what the situation with him is. But Priscus Lindell is the owner, operator,
yeah.
something. He's the only
Yeah,
name
he's
you,
connected.
the
He's
big name you
originally
could
from
find
Europe.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew about him. So.
Hmm.
Oh,
Do we
randomly.
want
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
before we go bouncing off into the lava room, stirring up trouble? Perhaps we should inform our supervisors.
Okay, but lady,
Yeah.
what are you going to tell them if we disappear?
If we disappear, the last place we were seen is the lava room.
Okay.
So you contact the mission control. Okay. So you do get in touch, and Jesse comes on, of course. She's operating at this point, which, they have other operators, but you always get Jesse because that's the picture I have. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Um,
why
yeah,
should?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Jesse says, she says, "Hi, Mavis, or Agent 35 or whatever your technical code is." She says, "Hi, Mavis. A little bit busy. What's going on?"
If you never hear from us again, start at the lava room.
The lava room, the vampire hangout. Yeah. I think you should come back here. Something's going on.
Confirm. Disconnect and go. They say come to the office. Jesse says something's going on.
That's where we're gonna go then.
All right. So
Yeah,
you
we
guys
do what the bosses tell.
Turn the
should
car around.
turn the car around. Well, you get in the car. You just got done talking with Loki, and of course you're not far. It's literally
And we
right
let
down the
what's her
road.
name off, right?
You did.
It
Yeah,
was at her place.
she's back in her place. You guys
Okay.
literally drive down the street and park, and you come
Yeah.
inside, and Mission Control is an absolute buzz. Now you've seen it like this before, like during that New York thing. Oh my God, it was worse. But there's a lot of stuff going on for 10 o'clock at night. You're like, Jesus, right? And Jesse's up there, and she's kind of she's the dispatcher, but she's in charge of that little area, right? The portal area, and she's barking orders. Even Lady Ninma is sitting in here and asking for information because she's been a little bit distant since you guys got back from the fight in New York, and of course you understand why, because the freaking demon walking the earth is literally her she calls her father. So it's,
Yeah.
she's a little bit distressed. But nevertheless, she's doing her job though, and you're in the middle of it and you don't know what's going on.
I grab a donut out of the box
Hmm.
and I go and
All
well,
that's
I
left is
mean,
sprinkles though.
I know. I put a little on my finger and stored it like I'm doing some coke. No. Okay, I'm gonna go and and I'm gonna
Hey,
talk to
Dave.
somebody. Say like,
How are you?
exactly. What did we miss?
Jessie sees you and she says something to someone else and walks over toward you. She says, "Yeah, we don't know what's going on, but we're not sure, but it's a complete break of protocol." And she talks to one of the techs sitting because you're in the tech section, and she asks them to bring up the imagery, and he does. He puts it on a monitor close to where you are, and you guys take a look. And at first, you're not sure what you're looking at. It's the first one they're showing. It's an Adidas commercial.
Yeah, what kind of shoes?
Shoes, yeah, sneakers, right? Japanese sneaker company. And it's weird because they're talking about the fight for survival and the future of mankind. It's very post-apocalyptic. Is it kind of like what Mac did back in the day with the 1984 thing? You're not sure. You're watching it, and then it ends, and there's like a still stream image they freeze upon.
Uh, okay.
Yeah, very odd. And then they show you another one, very similar. It's from Sony, and it's talking about man's future, and it's a little grim. And it's going on about new tech and things they've been working on, and once again the future. And this ends on a still image of more tech from Sony.
Oh
So
no.
so we have two advertisements that dropped earlier in the day. You guys are just busy, right? You were out doing stuff, you didn't see it. And both of these are from major companies, and they're some kind of we don't have this kind of technology in our world, right? Of course, you guys know we do, but the average person doesn't know that. And all of a sudden, not only are they kind of just showing it off, but they're selling it to the public with major brands. Um, yeah, what's that?
That Adidas pick is too busty for a commercial, unless, at least not in the U.S.
Hey now, hey
Oh,
now, your GM loves you.
I know this.
any.
Well, I couldn't
Uh,
find many like that, and I had to use it. So
I know. I know.
well, I'm kind of confused as to what we can do about this.
Are you saying you're going to get us a new pair of Adidas shoes for the squad?
um, you know,
I,
uh, Jessie looks at you and she's like, "That's true." But the upper ups are certainly upset. There's communications. We've been patching in and secure lines all over the world for the past 2 hours. No one seems to, as far as she knows. Now she's just the portal dispatcher, the senior portals dispatcher. But as
Yeah.
far as she can see, no one knows who authorized this or where it's coming from. And obviously, she says it must be connected to what's going on with Rull. I mean, it must be, right? She just assumes it, but your brains, you're probably assuming it too. But that's a big break of protocol. Keep in mind that Dove is worldwide the agreed upon from not just the pact or the winter court or all the other factions. Dove is just a modern incarnation of an ancient thing. You guys are the sentinels of the Netherines, right? That's what you guys are. And you've been in place for a very long time. It's just modern day they call it Dove. here in America anyway. So it's not policy per se that you must hide from the public. It's not really written, but it kind of is. You know what I mean? That
Well,
this,
how
There's
would people react, kind of thing, to the Men
yeah,
in Black?
there's no
exactly.
law stating you can't walk down Main Street butt naked, but you just know.
That's right. Well, there
They're,
actually is a
they're,
law. There is a
It's
law.
called indecency.
yeah,
Mm.
Obviously, you've never been to Alabama.
yeah,
Actually,
but
I
I don't
have,
think that's
and
the
and you're right.
issue with the.
You're right. Yeah,
I
I
think it's
actually
just more
lived
of a
in
matter of
Alabama
nobody
twice.
caring.
Oh my God, my condolences.
I'm sorry, GOP. What were
Okay.
you trying to say?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a breach of protocol, though. At this point, it could still be remedied, just as like, oh, it's a viral marketing campaign.
Yeah,
Like
but no, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, essentially, it's like that's the if you want to walk this back, you could walk it back very easily at this point. But yeah, the whole point is like, why are they so brazen to do this?
And who, yeah, I think, is the
Yeah.
interesting thing being bantied around, because usually there's going to be some information given to the hubs. Now, you guys know a lot of your training happened in the Umbra, because being Umbrals, you guys can actually, you're tethered, and they have other ways of getting there. But the Umbra, there's a lot of stuff over there that your world can interact with, right? But here in the real world, the actual center of the Sentinel programs, no matter what countries call them, would you like to guess where it is?
Is it Japan?
No.
South Africa,
Oh God, no.
What? Is it the United States? We're just
New
not
York,
getting.
No.
Canada.
Wow, you guys aren't even thinking right.
Is it Italy?
It's the Vatican.
London.
Of course, it's the Vatican.
Okay.
You're talking. I thought you were talking about real places.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay, the Vatican. So it's them again.
Of course, it's
Damn
them.
it. It's always the
It's
Vatican.
always the Vatican, but they don't even know what's going on. So yeah,
Well,
it's like I said, it doesn't really necessarily mean anything to you directly at this moment, but they're all concerned about it.
well, as the saying goes, follow the money. You'll probably figure out the root of it. But if only we had someone who was really good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contact.
Actually, you probably would. Matter of fact, that's a thank you very much. Lady Ninma actually walks up as you guys are sitting here chatting with Jesse. Jesse snaps to attention, and she immediately goes back to her station and starts, acting busy. And Ninma just doesn't even look at her. She's like, how's the search going into this demonologist?
Well, are you familiar with a place called the Lava Room?
Yes.
Well, we were kind of hit a bit of a dead end there, but happened to have somebody randomly show up, out of the blue, or in this case, the pitch black, to give us a lead. Told us to head out there, so that's what we were gonna do. But we heard there was some pandemonium going on over here, so
Mm,
decided to check it out first.
indeed, there seems to be. And with that, I'm going to need you, Mavis. Please come with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She looks at the guy's eyes wide.
Okay.
Got me in
So,
trouble. She mouths, "You got me in trouble."
no, yeah, it is his fault. But no, it makes perfect sense. They would use all the resources they have, and you're a good
Yeah.
resource in this particular case. She put
Yeah.
you on it. She says she wants you to track it. She wants you to find out everything you can. Right. So,
About the demonologist or about this
about
ad
this
thing?
advertisement programming coming out of two disparate companies. Yeah.
Because
Uh,
I personally believe that someone is connected, but that's me personally.
I don't know why
Those
you
are
would think that, but okay. There's
It's just too
no
inconvenient.
chain of evidence for that, but it doesn't matter. You're just going to use your abilities, so you get to work.
Okay.
And now this is a real in-game research instead of just a quick one. So
Yeah.
hours pass, many hours pass, and
Okay.
you actually take a break from it and ended up getting a little sleep here because they have rooms and places you can catch some Z's,
Need a
and you get
power
back.
nap. Okay.
Yeah, power nap, and you're back at it in the morning. This place is still buzzing, and then in the morning another ad drops from Adidas, but it's a different one.
Oh,
And it has the
yeah.
same ending, but with the girl in the Adidas sponsored future tech. But
Can you remind me by posting the photo?
I am, yes, I'm on it. I am on it. And
Good man,
yeah,
Chester.
thank you. You're welcome. And but this one is talking about recruitment, which is interesting.
We
yeah.
need, we need to call the Adidas and tell them that this ain't gonna stand.
I mean, I figure the more prudent action, if you really want to stop it, would be to contact the government. You know,
Yeah,
that would
maybe.
probably
Yeah, I'm sure
that
they're
if you
doing it.
really,
They're working on it right now.
yeah,
Matter of fact, let me continue. It's about it's perfect because it's set at a time where everyone's up at breakfast, right on the East Coast anyway. And you would just assume that they're going to run this all day or at various ads because they usually do when they do some kind of ad program. But I'm going to get to you two guys in minutes, so just be patient. Now, lady, it's
Yes.
you've been banging at this, and lunchtime comes, another ad drops from other company as well, not just Adidas and Sony. You also see a Hitachi uh, um, ad drop, and you also see the I forget that name of that. There's a European tech company that drops one too. So it's the first time it's outside of Japan. But this is where you're going to make your roll. Now this is a very difficult roll. So we'll see how you put your dice into it. But this is a 19 challenge rating,
Oh. Yeah.
You can do it.
which is
Okay.
near
So
impossible, right?
Can
yeah,
we give them hero dice? Can I give her hero
You can't
dice?
do anything. You're not even here.
I do have hacking at 10 die,
I know.
mental at 10 die, and then I do have extra hero die of D10 I could add but I have to use 2 PowerPoints, right, to do that one?
You have to no, that just costs a PowerPoint. It costs 2
Oh,
PowerPoints to re-roll a dice. But to use
okay,
the
I'm
hero
not
dice, you just
re-rolling.
have to spend a PowerPoint.
It's just one. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, that's plus the hero point there. Okay. And
Tower, you're not in the
I
dice
am
area, by the way.
Oh shit!
rejoin.
I am
Yeah,
not
you are.
influenced. Would it be knowing or would I be noticed?
Well, I'm assuming, seeing as it's your signature asset, that you would have a specialization in it as well.
Oh yeah, the
So whatever that's
You,
under, it's probably under
Yeah.
no, and then probably you have a specialization computers or something like that.
yeah.
So that's a D6 unless you've upped it to a D8.
It's a D8.
Yeah, yeah. This is your thing. So
Okay. So that's 3D10s, 1D8, and there's nothing else to add.
other than the hero dice. Oh, that right. Oh, that
That
is.
including the hero
No,
dice.
it's not. You
Yeah.
don't have enough dice, lady. You have your mental. You have whatever description or what is that what they call it? Description,
Yeah.
Descriptors or whatever. Yeah.
descriptor, plus your
Yeah.
skill, plus your spell, especially plus the hero dice. That's 5 dice.
Oh, distinctions. I'm sorry.
Distinction. Sorry, distinction. That's the word they use.
Okay,
So
so I
you should
have
be
my
rolling 5
distinction,
dice. So
so I'm missing one.
Yes, you are. Mental distinction that applies, the no skill, your specialization, and the hero
Okay,
dice.
no.
And your signature
And
asset.
your signature assets. Thank you. So 6 dice.
Okay.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, it's 1d8.
Kazoon type.
So there's 6 dice you're going to be rolling. 6.
That's the asset. That's the no.
The asset definitely has a dice value.
I'm still missing. There's mental. There's the description. The knowing is 8 die.
The specialization, which is another D8.
Yes.
The hero
And then
dice,
the
which
hero
is
dice.
D10. And the asset, which starts at D6, I think.
Oh,
Unless
you should add your hero dice after you
it
roll.
should be
Yeah.
after. Yeah, it should be after. So roll 5 and then save the hero dice.
Okay, so I think it's a total of 3D and 3 8s.
Okay. Well, no, don't roll the D10 hero dice after if you need it. Don't roll it now. So 2D10 and 3D8. Go ahead.
2, 2, 3. Okay, that's not coming up right. I can't get my thing to work.
That's okay. I can roll it for you.
I'll hate when that happens. I think there's a pill for it though.
I'll roll it for you.
Fine, because I don't have the dice across the bottom. I'm there, but
Okay. Not a good roll. We
Oh,
have not even close. Yeah, not even close. Now you could re-roll you could re-roll that 3, I suppose, which would cost you 2. How many power points you got?
3, I think.
you're not gonna have enough, even if you re-rolled it and you
No,
got
only 2 hero points.
no your power
Oh,
points.
3 power points, but on 2 hero points. But hero dice, excuse me.
I mean,
It's not that vital a roll. It's up to you. You could spend 2 to re-roll that 3 and hope for a high number, and then and then roll the hero dice for your last power point. Although you do have 4 power points because you start every session with 1. You get 1 automatically.
Keep on forgetting that.
I mean, what you said she had to get a 19. Well, she'd have to get a
very high.
20 total, right? Like, because you can't. It's not
You need
matching.
a 20. She needs a 20. Yeah.
So
it's almost impossible.
Yeah, because
which it is an
she would have
impossible roll. So
yeah. Well, she can't get it even with 4, I don't think, unless. No, even then, because she wouldn't have enough to. Even if you could add, because what it's 1 to add an additional dice. Even if she, let's say, spent 2 to re-roll 1.
I don't even think it's worth it, GOP. I don't even think it's
worth
it.
It would. You
it's
probably
not worth
couldn't
it.
even make it, even if you spent all of your points.
Someone's going to figure it out eventually, and there's a lot of people in the world working on it, so that's why I made it so high, right?
Yeah.
So you can't crack it, and noon comes rolling around.
I'm pulling my hair out. It's turning gray.
Right.
Wait a minute.
No, hold on a second.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
Well, because remember, the way we're doing things now is she could choose to give up and then get a PowerPoint.
Right.
Or she can choose to go again.
Not with skills. No. Because I'm doing a static skill challenge. It doesn't work like that. For failing, she does get a PowerPoint though. You're right. She does get that, but you can't do that with combat.
So I'm back up to 4.
You didn't spend any yet, so you should be at 5. Because every session, because your PowerPoints do carry over, but every session, everyone gets one at the beginning. That is automatic,
Yeah.
right? So you have five PowerPoints you're sitting on right now, lady. Anyway, you two, lady or Mavis is taken off to work on this situation. It's 10 o'clock at night. What do you do?
Uh,
I mean, I thought we were just gonna wait for her because we
I
probably
would
wouldn't
think
even.
so. Yeah.
We're not gonna
wait,
go
wait,
to
wait,
the.
wait. I am going to go to a Diner Express, get us burritos, and
Mhm.
come back so the team is well fed.
Oh wow. Okay. That's perfect. All right. So and of course Diner Express is always open. So, it's a good thing. Let's see, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. So Tower goes down to Diner Express. There's this old lady, and they specialize in seafood, of course, seafood tacos because it's Boston. And you pick a bunch of tacos to feed everybody there. You're gonna have to get like 30 or 40 taco Diner Express tacos. But hey, she's happy about it.
You
Uh,
know what? I'm buying for everyone in the office.
that's what I thought you would said you were doing. That's what.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Can I
So
get a veteran discount?
no,
Oh,
no.
I don't
Uh,
even think that counts for foreign military.
it doesn't. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. She gets to it, and this place has got a couple of workers in it actually, and it's fairly busy. It's popular. They are tasty. Wonder what she puts in them. Anyway, so you get yourself a whole bag, several bags fulls of tacos. You pay for it. She smiles, and off you go. You go back, and everyone's happy to have their Diner Express tacos, soft tacos.
yeah.
Yes, and it's especially Jessie. Oh, I love that place.
I do too.
Oh,
So
That's why I went there,
oh,
Jesse.
yeah. And so everyone's happy with their tacos. So I'm assuming you guys are just gonna, screw it, go to sleep. So
yeah. We're both. I'm assuming it's like I'm gonna fall asleep on the couch next to Tower, and then like in the morning, I'm like drooling on his shoulder.
yeah, that's perfect.
That's
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah. But I take my boots off, but I leave my sweaty socks on so you can smell them.
that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Not
Uh,
worse than Sex Panther.
You know what?
that's true.
I only take off one boot. The other boot stays on.
Fair. Okay.
Okay.
Gotta be
Okay.
ready to go, right?
Got to be ready to go.
Oh,
But you guys wake up in the morning. The place is still buzzing. Mavis is still over in the corner working away at her little station. You guys see the ads that drop as well. And lunchtime comes around, and the office actually brings in food for everybody. And you guys, they get some kind of Chinese stuff, you know. But of course, in Boston, New England, Chinese takeout is the thing, by the way. But and after that, Ninma comes up and says, "You gave it a good try. Get back to your work."
I'm
what
sorry
do you
for
mean?
letting you down.
Now, as you guys head out into the world to continue with this investigation of this demonologist you're looking for, as you're kind of walking down the street or getting in your Escalade or going wherever you're going to go next, um, there is a buzz. Everyone's talking about what is this about? Da, 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 da. The whole city is talking about these ads, right? And
Uh,
the news people are talking about it, and all kind of stuff like that. And as you guys are, getting ready to make your decision, Tower, of what exactly you're going to do, you get an alert that comes through on your devices. Now, it's not a call back to mission control alert; it's just an information update. And you look at it, and there is a news report coming out of the Associated Press in the Middle East. It's a grainy picture. It's not a very good video at all. But it seems you guys recognize it quicker than a normal person would. It seems like a bunch of demons are attacking a city, and there's a big floating guy in the air. Looks kind of familiar.
What city are we talking about? Can we figure it out?
Well, you don't have to figure it out. They tell you it's
Dubai or
well,
something.
let's take one that's already busted up. Aleppo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no one will care about that. They're okay.
They should, but
You
you're
just
right.
tell everyone it's CGI.
We could
I'm
just
sure it'll be
nuke
fine.
it and just end it already.
So it seems that there was nonsense going to the Middle East. You've been getting reports, or honestly, it's been kind of kept hush hush. To be fair, but you've seen stuff over the past 6 months we've passed, right? But it seems like they can no longer keep this quiet because Raul doesn't care about world media. Go figure, right? So yeah, things are starting to heat up in that regard. Nevertheless, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you doing?
I'm eating a donut. And
You were able to get one of the Boston creams. You
oh
were happy
yeah.
about that. Matter of fact,
Hmm.
Jessie saved you one. She knows you like those.
Plus, I'm like, I have an uncanny ability. Maybe I can add this to my powers of like being able to tell exactly when the fresh donuts are being walked into the building.
That's fair.
You know.
2 experience
So, but
points.
oh, thank you. Oh, do I have to spend them? Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Okay. So, well, there's nothing we could do about this,
No.
and it's too early probably to go to the nightclub. That's not going to work at. Do you think 2 o'clock? So, yeah,
Oh,
I don't.
GOP, I have an idea of something we can do to pass a little bit of time. Chester, where are we? We're near the bay, right?
At all times in Boston, you were near the bay. Yes.
Can we go look at if there's any sailboats on the market or pirate ships?
Oh
Um,
God.
yeah, sure.
I want to see if there's any sailboats on the market and how affordable they are.
Well, you're lucky. You're talking to the exact guy.
I know me and GOP had this conversation.
This wasn't supposed to be for your character. This was supposed to be for your other.
I knew.
Yeah.
Hold off on the sailboat idea. We'll have to will it to the grandchildren.
Okay.
Okay.
I did have. Oh, sorry.
No, go
You'll
ahead.
find out, Chester.
Okay, I did have one thing I thought of earlier. So about that restaurant we're opening at our
The deal you're
wonderful
doing with
estate. Yeah.
the not Italian Union.
Okay. So what I was thinking of doing is I had a brilliant idea. So it'd be a Italian Tex-Mex fusion place called Spaghetti Western.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Have you mentioned this to your buddy yet?
No, I haven't. This is just a random idea in my head that I came up with today.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking about this while I was in the McDonald's drive-through.
Because that Anthony would be all about it.
Yeah, Anthony, my main man.
Because that's just too good to be true. But anyway, we're
Yeah.
not. We're
Better that time, but oh well.
now you guys have been here long enough and made contacts enough that you know the best place to go for purchasing the sailing vessel would probably be either Jeffrey's Harbor or maybe Champion Harbor. Docks, the dock grounds, or maybe even going up to. Maybe even the Orient Heights might be a place that would be a good place to buy. Going down to the main dockings area in the south there, with the Boston Tea Party, that's not a good place for buying. But Jeffries, you either know or you make a phone call and ask. Jeffries is probably the best place to go. So you guys head over for some reason to look at boats, and there are lots of them. And of course, this is probably the worst place on planet Earth to buy a sailboat because the prices are jacked through the frickin' roof.
Which
But
is
you,
what I told Tower.
yeah. I
Can I
mean,
have a mail? Is mail order sailboats a thing?
you sure it is. You can buy them anywhere in the world, and then you have to pay for someone to sail it over, or you fly to it, which is an expense. But understand the word boat is not a word; it's an anagram, and it stands
Wait,
for
wait,
bring out another thousand.
That is
Just so you know.
true.
oh, we no. So Chester, the whole joke to this thing, and not even joke, is I jokingly well, yeah, it's a joke. I told GOP that my new character jokingly was Macho Man Randolph, the Gandalf the Wizard,
Yes, that's
and
perfect. Yeah.
I was going to Macho Mandolf. I was just telling him, I'm like, well, I need to buy a house. And he's like, well, we have a house. I'm like, why don't I buy a pirate ship? And he's like, well, it's going to cost money to anchor it. Chester would know all about that. He owns sailboats. So I said,
I
well,
do.
why don't we take the pirate ship, anchor it in international water? He's like, well, then how the hell do you get to shore? And I'm like, a jet ski? And we
Okay.
had this probably conversation for like 2 hours this morning.
All right. Well, let me
That
help you out
long.
with that and costs. So you go look and you kind of lay out what you're looking for. And the salesperson is sharply dressed. She's all in white. She's got little blue trims on, and she's all nautical. She's all about the nautical. And she's just sales pitching you and everything. Oh, great day, da 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 da. And she says, "Well, exactly what are you looking for? Like, do you have? First of all, do you have any sailing experience?"
I know my way behind a wheel,
Oh, great.
and I'm looking for something along the same class as what the U.S. used to kick Britain back in the day, if you know what I'm saying.
No.
Do you have
You
anything that has cannons on it?
Cannons are illegal, sir.
Oh, well, do you have anything I
Are you
can
sure?
mount a cannon on indiscriminately? I'm not
Well,
asking for illegal purposes.
well,
I'm
well,
just
well. What you
inferring.
do in international waters, of course, are your business. But you want a large ship. Oh, I
Yes.
understand. Are we looking to buy new, or are we looking to buy used?
I didn't even know they make these things new anymore. I thought they stopped making them in the 1700s.
They don't make what you want at all. If you want to get that, you have to go to Mystic and get on a 10 to 20-year waiting list. Mystic, Connecticut, by the way. So that you ain't getting that, but a modern sailing vessel you could certainly get.
Yeah, yeah. Are there any that can withstand the weight of said ordnance?
Uh, well, she says we don't have any Perry Navies here, but I kind of doubt that that's kind of out of everyone's price range. But we do have some J classes.
Describe a J class for me.
She walks down and shows you one. The thing is about 100. They got a couple of them there, right, ranging from 100 to 120 foot long. They have a rather clean deck because J classes tend to be used mainly for racing. Although you could certainly raise up the gunnels and do whatever you wanted to do with it. But there's three of them here in harbor that are on sale
Can I live in one? Is that possible?
easily.
Easily.
Easily. You should probably ask the price though.
How much is the price?
Well, the little one is 2.5 million. The new one on the end is 5.6 million. Quite a deal.
See,
And they're on
I come
sale.
from London. I come from London, and I have this annoying ass Chicago man with me. Can we just trade him for the boat?
I would
You
be the
guys spend for
salesman.
some reason time walking around
Huh?
Jeffrey's
While he's
dock.
doing that, I'm on my asset because I hate things that I can't finish.
That's fine. You're working on it. It is a difficult thing, but basically, this is the rundown on boats. If you want to get yourself like a little 32 footer, which you could, people live on those things. Shit, people go across the Atlantic on those things. And you can live on it. It's tight and small. For a very old, dingy, used one that you're going to have to put a lot of work into, you're looking at around $30,000 to $50,000, right?
I can
Uh,
afford that.
if you're
And then
looking
you
at
gotta pay
getting
for
something
upkeep.
a little bit bigger, that's easier to live on. You're looking for, and very, very used. You're looking anywhere between 100 and 200,000. When you get into your larger boats, even the old dingy used ones that are going to take a lot of work on your part, you're looking at, $500,000 and
There's a
up,
slip for
right?
one of those.
What do you say?
How much is a
Um,
slip? Is a slip for one of those in
Depends.
Boston?
Depends. Well, in Boston, it's outrageous. I'd imagine it's probably several $1,000s a year.
So
Owning a
the whole
boat is
point.
extremely expensive thing. I had a Swan here for a long time. A Swan 64. 64. Well, it's actually 65 feet. Um, uh, um, Without the spire. And that was a somewhat. I got a pretty banged up one, and I put it back into shape. But I am in the process of trading that up for a J class, actually. So I'm actually getting into a J class personally.
All right,
So,
Captain.
well, they are
So
amazing. It's trust me, my Swan that I have is probably bigger than 90% of the people's apartments they live in. The
In
interior,
Japan, yeah.
well, in the world, right?
Chester, are you in the
So they are
market of
they are
adoption?
spacey is my point. What was that?
He
Are
doesn't
you in the
need to.
market for adoption?
No, I already have 2
Fuck.
children, and I pay all their bills.
You
I
want
don't need any
to?
more expenses.
You don't have to pay my bills. Just let me live on your boat.
Oh man. Anyways, so we spent
Why
all day
did you
looking at
get off on this
boats
tangent?
that we couldn't afford.
Right, we
No,
can't
we
afford
Um,
it
could
yet.
afford it.
so it is getting. I'm guessing by this point it's getting late enough to where the club is open.
I'm assuming you guys are wasting time. I get it. Yes.
Yes,
And
that is what's
nighttime
happening.
comes along. We could have done that in more productive ways, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But nighttime does come along, and you guys head over to the Boston spot, or better known amongst the Winter Court as the Lava Room. And you guys, there's a large park. This is a gigantic building sitting right in the port, not far away from Jeffrey's, actually. And it's a very large building. It was probably a World War II hangar of some kind at one point. And it has been converted into a gigantic nightclub. And I still can't get over the fact that this is a real picture, by the way. This is an actual photograph.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Those
Far
Europeans,
in the
man, they don't
middle of the
play around.
circle.
yeah, they're Europeans. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They make weird,
Uh,
weird rooms.
Weird rooms. But you come up, the place it is early. But there are people that are mingling in. You would assume that the young vampires in the city probably spend a lot of time in this place. But of course, there's a big front door. It's very inconspicuous looking from the outside. It does say the Boston spot over the top, in a small neon sign. It's not really promoted like you would expect, or maybe you do expect. Anyway, you guys are sitting there looking at it, and you get the front door, and there are 4 bouncers outside.
I want to say hi to one of them and shake their hand personally.
Okay, so you walk up to the bouncers, you say hello, and you put your hand out, and he shakes his hand. He says, "What can I do for you this evening, sir?"
I'd like to enter the building.
Yeah, well, this is a private club. Do you have membership?
Something like that. I'm sort of verbally retarded. My associate here that will
Okay,
do the speaking.
I'm gonna pull him back. Uh, my friend here is he's actually a pretty good dancer. You might be surprised. Look,
Wouldn't you like to find out?
I seem to have misplaced my membership. I'm gonna do a persuasion on him. Uh, look,
You
yeah.
you try to get into your spiel, and he stops you right there, so don't even bother to roll the dice. He's like, "I know who you are."
So my
Well,
reputation
in that
precedes me.
case, why didn't you shake my hand first?
He did
What?
shake your hand first.
Yeah,
Are you
he didn't
brain
No, I
shake
dead?
my
shook
hand at
your hand.
all.
I shook your hand first.
Look, come on. We're not going to cause any trouble for you guys. I hear this is the happening place in town.
He says, well, it is. It's a great place. And the only question I have for you is this official Dove business?
Who wants to know?
Hmm. One might say that.
Well, then show your credentials and demand your entrance. Another guy comes
Okay.
up and says from behind him. This guy is
All
dressed in
right.
a suit who just came through the door.
I flashed the badge.
I also flash mine for good measure.
Fair enough. And the guy in this, the bouncer backs up and the suit guy comes forward and says, and are you demanding entrance, Dove agents?
Now,
Yes, sir.
before you answer that
Well,
question,
here he did.
what is I God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, damn it. He opens the door and he lets you in.
Thank you,
Yeah,
gentlemen. I tip my hat.
now what I was going to ask is from our unique legal perspective, because remember, the law doesn't exactly work the exact same for us as it,
Right.
does for
And you would
regular
know
law
the answer,
enforcement.
so go ahead.
Okay, so is it the same? Like how? Well, out of character. I don't know like what our agency can kind of get away with versus what my character would like. I don't know like what we could get away with that we couldn't get away with if we were normal law enforcement.
No, of course you
You
wouldn't be
know.
able to get along with. They would demand a warrant. But in your case, it depends. It's not universal, but um, in this case, being a technically public venue, you guys can most certainly demand entrance. Now they can try to resist you if they want to, but that's got to bring up an inquiry.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you can demand your way in here, but that is strong armed thing to do, and you know right well that the situation between the Winter Court, the BUA, and the Dove is tenuous at best.
Yeah, I
So
know,
that
but we're
probably wasn't
already.
the
It's
right thing
already.
to do, but it's done.
It wasn't what I wanted to do, but that's what we're doing. Okay.
You're
Well,
welcome.
it's too late. Yeah, it's too late now to fix to put that genie back in the bottle.
So
So,
you guys come into the lava room, and it is early. The sun, of course, is down. There's probably a couple dozen people milling around here. It's not really kicking yet. You would assume it'd probably be a couple hours from now before it does so. But that might be beneficial actually. But there people are just in little cliques, chatting. There is a bar here, and of course, the bar is serving only one drink, and you guys probably don't want it.
I'm
Um,
guessing it's a Bloody Mary.
yes, it is. Well, they actually
I'll
have
take
multiple
3.
drinks. They seem to
I'll take
mix
3.
blood with alcohol here. And you're not sure why, because if you remember from your vampire physiognomy classes you took probably about 8 years ago, that it's almost impossible for a vampire to become drunk. But whatever, maybe they like the taste. That's what you see going on. There are bouncers here or there, but they're being very inconspicuous. They're not bullying the crowd, which is what a bouncer usually does. And other than that, you see bartenders, and you see the room that it's more empty than this, but yeah, you're inside. What are you gonna do?
Okay. Frankly, I don't even know what we're looking for. The only information we have is the lava room.
The lava room, and she found out information about the person who's in charge. Just say that of this guy Priscus Lindell here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we really don't. We know that this place is connected in some way to what we're looking into, but we don't really know how.
No, you
So,
don't. So detect.
mm-hmm.
Do your
I'm
job.
going. Yeah, I'm going to kind of snoop around as try and blend in with the crowd. try and listen in to see what's people are talking about. I'm assuming that's most of it's going to be pointless, but
I'm gonna
who
become
knows?
the distraction.
A
'Cause
distraction.
there's
Okay.
What do we
music,
need?
right? There's music, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
boom.
So she's
It's always
gonna.
terrifying, GOP. It's always terrifying.
I know. I
Go
don't
ahead.
know what's going to
I
happen.
don't know. Go ahead, lady. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's gonna let loose and go dance on the dance floor.
Okay. That's not much of a distraction. All right.
Not
Fine.
really weird, like just
Just
I
no,
a
can't
I get
believe
it.
normal
that.
girl
Yeah.
Oh my
thing
god,
Okay.
I
dancing by
can't believe
herself.
that worked.
Now, no, yeah, that's not going to do anything. Everyone's doing things like that. But nevertheless, now just to reiterate, which I've said several times, but I'll do it again. You all, everyone in this room, you included, are of an umbral nature. The difference between you guys is you are tethered to the Umbra, more, living beings tethered to the Umbra. They are a specific type of demon, right? And the process of how they become, how they take a body, is called vampirism. Is what they call it, right? That's just the modern word for it. And of course, they get away with it very easily because they're not taking someone else's body; they're taking their own. So no issues, right? Zero issues. But they are a type of demon. But even though you guys are not the same, one is, dead and the other is not, because you're all umbrals, you can see each other for truly what you are. Now, I said before, there are magics that can hide even from that, sure. But in general, not. So you guys can automatically see them, and you've studied enough to know that's what a vampire looks like. Their
Oh, I
umbralness,
get what
their
you're saying.
aura, right? They know what you are too. You can't now, like I said, you could go to lengths in getting some kind of magical item or an asset or something like that that would hide that. You can do that, but in general, you guys know who you are. That's a vampire.
Yeah.
You know immediately when you see it. You're a tethered umbral. They know exactly what you are when they see it. You can't blend in this world like that.
Yeah. So here's my question about this. Since we can tell who's a vampire and who isn't,
Yep.
do we see anyone else in here who isn't a vampire?
No.
Okay. Because I was
Every
going to
the
say,
bartenders, the bouncers, and the party goers are all vampires. Everyone. Although you do notice potentially one thing. So everyone, give me a notice check, or actually no, give me an occult check.
okay.
Let's see. This isn't very difficult, so we'll keep it very standard. The challenge rating here is 11. Actually, no, it's not. It's 7. It's not hard at all. But I'll
All
give you an
right.
opportunity to roll. Never know. You might pick up PowerPoint.
Mine's only 3d8, but I'll roll it. Oh, I actually, I
You did.
made it.
You did. Okay, lady.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll off of his. Since he
Uh,
already had minus
oh,
3d8 as well.
go
So
ahead,
here comes
GOP.
my
Roll
roll.
for her. Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
shoot.
No problem.
His is still there. But
Yeah.
it
No.
still it shows up.
Mavis has rolled. Nice. Tower.
Okay.
Tower.
Howard dropped a second ago, and oh, he's still gone.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. You
And,
two guys saw it. And
mhm.
it's not a hard thing
Oh,
to
we're both
see,
at
really.
15.
I just was giving you a dice roll opportunity. But
Oh, we got a hero dice too, right? Because you said it was what?
it's like a
Uh,
7. Yeah. Yeah.
7, so we should both get one. Yeah.
Hero
Uh,
dice.
so
Yay.
you each get a D6 hero dice. Um, so you do notice. At first, you didn't really recognize it because it's just vampires. But you do notice that because different factions of vampires give off a slightly different aura, and you guys kind of automatically see another umbral. Just automatically, there's a glint in the eye, right? Type of thing. But if you focus your vision, you can actually start to see aura of umbrals, right? Or mortals, for that matter. To be fair. This is just an automatic thing that every umbral has. So you're walking around checking the place out, and you start focusing a little bit, and you notice that probably half of the vampires in here are not Winter Court.
Can I tell who they're aligned with, or does it seem like a random
Well, you
kind of?
rolled well, so yes, you can. You notice that there's some mixing of people from little teeny factions that exist, and this is kind of the thing with vampires. They tend to have little packs and a pack as in with a K, not a T. And you see some variation, but the majority of the non-Winter Court, I'd say a good 60% of them, interestingly enough, have that practice glow coming out, and let me find it right here, of the Radiant Court.
Ooh.
Now, the Radiant Court is a little bit different. You know that they're another, competitor for power in the city, although they are a smaller one, right? They're not from Boston, obviously. They're from the Orient. But the Radiant Court's a little bit different because where the Winter Court is strictly a Winter Court vampire, right? Made by the Winter Court in their own specific way, which is why they look a little different. The Radiant Court is mixed. It's not just vampires. There's all kind of demons that are in the Radiant Court, but a good half of their membership is vampire, though. Like for instance, the prince that is in charge of Boston, he is a lung type demon. He's not a vampire at all. Anyway, it's just an observation. Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, if they're intermingling here, this might be a good. Just there's potential, I think, in the future. Just the knowledge itself might be
That's
is
true.
still valuable
That's true.
for us. Because I don't even know where to go from here, though. If I could talk with the guy, but I don't even know what. Because I don't want to give stuff away, but then I have to have a reason to be here
Yep.
too.
Yep.
That causes issues. Ugh. I don't know. What do you think, lady? What's your opinion on this? Any ideas?
Lady.
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Is Tower back?
Because I'm just no, Tower's not back. He's still gone. I'm assuming Tower's opinion would be to barge into the office and demand information.
Yeah, see,
Um,
I thought we were actually coming in a little too early. I was hoping to try to get more information about the place before we came in, but
There's nothing
yeah,
more
well,
for you to get, really.
yeah, I don't know what else we can find,
other than
honestly.
finding out who he was, he's old vampire from Europe.
Yeah, but I mean, what else can we find out about him, really? That's going to help us in this scenario.
Well, you got the main contact for this purpose, not me.
I do have a contact, but it's just one of those things where I don't know exactly. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to go from here. What
We're
to
waiting for
even.
another clue.
Well, let's
That's what we're doing.
let's look at a situation. You were enlisted by the BUA because there is an issue going on with a demonologist, and they wouldn't give you information. You kind of figure now that they knew that the Winter Court was involved, but they didn't want to say that, right? You kind of got that feeling. It's pretty obvious, actually. But there's someone going around the city, and someone with access and power that is raising demons illegally, right? And that's definitely falls into the arena of Dove, 100%, right? Now that's the BUA and the North End Union and all of them will deal with things like that, of course, because it's illegal, right? Within the pact, and to be fair, most alliances, factions, and organizations around the world just kind of agree, right? So
Yeah.
that's what you were brought in for. This immediately led you to Pagan, and because that's the contact that you were given, who is a Winter Court vampire, right? There, obviously, he was under observation because you ran into an enforcer group, and from finding out from the Queen, it's not just an enforcer group for the Winter Court because they probably have many, right? It's the
Yeah.
enforcer group, and you guys are very smart not to fight them, by the way, because Abrams is brutally painful, dude. Because in the, well, I'm not going to get into it. We'll see something like that transpire later. Anyway, um,
Well, okay. So what I'm thinking at this point, we can go in there and ask about some missing persons. Maybe I can probe one of the minds of one of the, not the main guy, obviously, but maybe one of his people to see if I can get some surface thoughts on if they happen to know anything, just to give us, something to go on. Because
well,
honestly, we don't really know. Like all we have is somebody said, okay, these parties that are interested in you are they just gave us the lava room. They didn't say in what way it's connected. So our characters could potentially think, oh, is there somebody here who wants to meet us, kind of thing. Now, either way, I'm gonna go. I think the thing to do, honestly, is to try and talk with the person, the one dude. What is Prismus or whatever his name is? Um, so I mean, that's the only thing I can do because I'm not really getting any information from the crowd. I don't see any you know, non-vampires, kind of
no,
coming or
and
going.
the only
So
executive type you see is the guy who came out and talked to you, the guy in the suit. And you see him currently walking across the back wall, not literally on the wall, but along the back
yeah,
wall, heading
yeah.
toward a door toward the back. He's the only executive type in here. The other than patrons, you have, so like I said, some bouncers who are just being inconspicuous. They're not there, they're just blending in, and
Mhm.
bartenders.
Okay, I say I'm going to gather the party together and kind of let them know we're going to try and talk to the boss. So
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's what we're. Nobody's like we're not finding anyone else who wants to talk with us. The only the only path we have forward is to go and talk with the boss. So let's go do that. So
Okay.
we're just kind of wasting.
How do you want to do that?
Well, I'm gonna go back to that door that guy walked up to,
Hmm.
and I'm going to ask, is the boss in?
Well, there's a bouncer here, and he's like, he looks at you sideways, and he's like, "What boss?"
Uh, I'm going to bring up. I'll mention the name because it's the only name I have. Where's his name on there? It's yeah,
Perseus.
Is it Priscius or is it how do you pronounce that? Is it Priscus or
Priscus
Priscus?
Lindell.
Priscus, okay. Is uh is Mr.
Count
Lindell?
Lindell.
He's a baron, but I'm just
Baron,
gonna
excuse
say
me. I'm sorry.
Mr. Lindell. Like, yeah.
Um, I think you should talk to Mr. Dickinson.
All right, that's fine with me.
He says, Why are you types in here?
Let's just say it's some official business.
You with the pack or something?"
Well, you could say that. I I'll show him the badge.
Oh, he straightens up. He says, "Oh, Dove. Okay. You wait here." He kind of nods his head across the room, and another bouncer comes up, and he tells him to watch the door. This guy enters the door and goes in. A few moments later, that same guy in the suit comes through, and he says, "Yes, may I be of some assistance, Dove agents?"
Mind if we have a bit of a conversation?
Sure, I'm all ears.
Uh, well, does he lead us back to an office
No, he's
or no?
talking to you right here.
Talking.
Yeah.
It might be best to have this conversation in a bit more private of a place, out of courtesy.
Is this an official demand?
Well, I mean, if you'd rather talk about it here, but I don't think that's the sort of thing we want to get the riffraff hearing about. Might be not the best thing for business. Can I do a persuasion on that?
No, you don't need to make
Okay.
persuasions left and right. It's not necessary in this game. Um,
Okay.
it's only in vital situations. He is that's that 5e in you.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah,
just like, and plus, it's a chance to maybe get some.
right. And I'm
No
well aware of
points.
that. Yeah, I am
Yeah.
trying to manage resources here. Thank you very much.
I hear you. I hear you.
And
This way he doesn't get so many points.
he audibly sighs and he's like, very well. He opens the door and he kind of waves you in.
Okay.
And he takes you in
Um.
the back here, and in the back you see that they have like a changing area for the bouncers and the bartenders, like a little, kind of a lounge room for them. You walk back. There's a couple of offices. One office is sorting money, large amounts of it, by the way. As you walk by, you see through the window. And he takes you to a smallish office. And he goes in, says, please have a seat. And he sits behind the desk and he says, have at it.
Is there anyone else here in the office, or is it just?
Nope. Although
Okay.
there was a secretary outside.
And I'm guessing she can't hear what's being
Well, it's a
conversed.
he, but no, they can't. Well, you don't know. You'd assume.
Okay. I've been see we've heard disturbing reports about missing people.
People go missing
And
in Boston every day.
true. But and I'm keeping an eye on him to like see if there's any change in his demeanor from bringing this up.
Sure.
True, but those sort of cases don't necessarily involve potential demonology actions.
Demonology.
Oh.
Is that an accusation?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I don't know. This is more of a we've just heard people bring up that in this place in the same sentence. So we're trying to make sure we're covering all our bases here.
And who has led you to us?
The people.
Well, people talk, and you got to protect your sources.
Uh-huh.
Can't be
Well, I
letting
have
that
no
information.
knowledge of any kind of demonology, so I guess that's it.
Are you the owner of this establishment?
No, I am simply the floor manager.
Hmm.
Manage floors.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
Please.
He's back. It's like that's what I expect. Okay. All right. This place. Who, by the way, does run this place? I'm kind of curious.
Baron Lindell runs this place.
Where can
Oh,
we find him?
I would assume he's in his office.
Where is that at?
I heard he wasn't in.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I thought that's what the guy said at the door. Like he wasn't here or something.
He balked and said you should talk to Mr. Dickinson.
Oh, okay, my bad. Then I did not say that then. Okay. Have you seen anything strange going on around here recently? Anything at all?
This is a nightclub for vampires. Please be more specific.
Good point. Just anything out of the ordinary that you wouldn't expect from the usual riffraff.
No.
It's all on. Okay. Um. I don't, because he's probably tough enough to where if I try doing like some mind games on him, although I might be able to get away with like surface thoughts, but I'm
Can
not
I
gonna like.
distract him with my retardation?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't.
You
This
give it
is
a
a
try. Go
gamble
ahead.
moment. Ah, this is a gamble moment.
So,
I'm gonna
how's the
try.
family?
Oh my god, because we're just kind of in a stuck place right now. I'm gonna go for it. It's probably a stupid move, but I'm just gonna see if I can get a little bit of like the surface thoughts. I'm not probing in deep.
And
Just to see
this
if I can.
this will be an opposed roll. So
Oh, it needs to be, yeah.
yeah. So let's see. This guy has that. He would have that, and probably that. Okay. You make your roll first.
Oh yeah. No, I'm probably gonna lose because let's see.
You can do it, GOP. You're smarter than most of us.
Well, this is a gamble, but I just don't know where to go if
And
I
you're
don't
just
do
going
this.
for surface thoughts anyway, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do. Let's see, D8. I'll bump that up to a D10, and then D10, D8, D6. Okay. So then I'll probably add hero dice because I got, but we'll see after the roll. All right. D10, 8, D6. Don't screw me over this time. Not the best roll I've ever had. I'm going to probably add a hero
Well,
dice.
let's
Just
see here. You got yourself a potential of an 8 with a 6 kicker, or no, we wouldn't do that. We would have an 11 with an 8 kicker, where I, on the other hand, rolled a 14 with a 6 effect die.
So I am definitely, because I do not want to get screwed over in this particular instance. That would not be good. So I'm going to add a D10 hero die. That's what I'm
Okay.
going to do. Throw this on top. Don't screw me. Oh,
Not
that's
bad.
a lot better.
Not bad. Yeah, so that definitely does it. Yeah, this guy, I mean, he's not nothing, but he literally is just a floor boss. So,
I'm just
and his
trying to.
stats aren't that high.
I'm just seeing if he's thinking, if he knows anything,
Oh, he
if
is
he's thinking
thinking
about it.
about Baron Lindell correctly, and he's sweating. Right? You can see that from his surface thoughts. And mingled amongst those surface thoughts, as the retard speaks to him about how you doing, um, uh, he not only is he thinking about the Baron, he's also like, I told him not to get involved in that demon shit.
What else can you tell me about the Baron?
Not very much.
Are you
Really?
sure about that?
I just work here.
Look,
What
if
days
there
do
were,
you work, good sir?
He looks at you sideways.
Do they give you good benefits?
okay. All right. So, look, if somebody here were to get in over their head, get involved with something that's gonna really cause a mess.
Yes, we're nerds, Sundero.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
Thundero's
Thundero's it?
mocking us. Yes. That's
Join
right.
us, nerds, Thundero.
Yes.
Look,
I don't know how long you've been there though, because I wasn't on the page. I was on the dice page.
if somebody here happened to be getting involved with this, it's not just gonna tick off the. It's not just gonna tick off Dove. It's probably gonna tick off the Winter Court too, if they happen to figure out who is being involved in all this demonology mess. If it's happens to.
Yeah, hopefully whoever's dabbling in this has good dental. They're gonna need some teeth.
Okay.
Persuasion roll GOP. This guy
Yes,
isn't
thank you.
This guy isn't particularly loyal, so we'll say challenge rating 11.
All right, good. Well, I can probably beat that
When
in
he
my
goes
sleep.
down, when we
So,
find the person doing this, whoever's connected to him probably goes down too.
all right. So let's see. That's 2d12, d10, 2d8, and a d6. Okay. So let me clear this. 12, D10, 2D8, and a D6. Not bad. Okay, so it's a 19 with a D12 effect.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, 17, not a 19, 17.
Yeah, so
D12.
pick up a D8 hero dice from him. And he says, look. I literally just work here. None of this has anything to do with me. His office is up the stairs at the end of the hallway. Leave me out of it.
Thank
Well,
you for your service, sir.
we won't bring you up in the report, but if you tell us whatever you know, we'll just say we happened to come across it from some random other person.
I don't
I'll
know.
make
I
your
have
fish
no
tacos.
idea what is going on. All I know is this: some damn prince and a book.
What kind of
Damn
book?
prince? Would this prince happen to be named Roll?
That is an archduke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said he was a prince of of well, because I mean, yeah. Never mind. That was gonna be because I was thinking this sort of stuff was kicking up around the same time as him
No,
coming out. So.
if this guy knew that Roll was involved, he would probably have quit his job, right?
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
everyone's terrified of that guy, right? I mean, this is not there's not like sides to be taken here, right? But
That's
no,
a good point.
you saw nothing of that. Has nothing at all to do with that.
Okay, that's fine. I was just pulling on a string, seeing if there was anything there. Um. Okay. Yeah, but all right. But he is the one who's getting involved with this demonology nonsense. You know that
He just puts
much.
his hands up, says top of the stairs, end of the hall.
Thank you very much for your time. All right, let's go. Everybody, be ready if shit hits the fan.
So you follow his directions and you get up to the top, and there are in front of a very beautiful door. You see not one but four secretaries doing something. They're all quite busy. One of them looks up and she says, "Yes, may I help you?"
Hi, hey, beautiful. I got some dove business going on.
You show your
And
badge.
oh yeah, and we can speak to your boss.
Certainly, agent. And she hits a button on her phone, and she, we hear she says, Baron, there are some Dove agents here that would like to talk to you. And you hear his voice, and he says, "Let them in."
Ooh.
And she gets up and opens the door. You guys enter
They're not
into.
shredding documents, are they?
Nope, you
No,
don't know
Okay.
what
I
they're
think
doing.
I think it's going to be more of a he's going to try and kill us because we know too much.
But you guys enter
Yeah.
into a rather large and beautifully appointed office here. It's very European looking in style with lots of wood and leather and books and things like that. It's quite a nice place. And sitting behind a large, assuredly very expensive desk, you see Priscus Lindell, Baron Priscus Lindell. And he says, "Yes, agents, how can I be of assistance?"
Ah, Baron Lindell, it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Bows his head.
My name is Elder Lyons, and I introduce my compatriots. Um,
Elder,
I
wait. Elder Lions.
I thought Agent. Oh my god, I
It's
know what I said.
Xander. It's not Fallout.
I meant to say Agent Lyons, and okay, yeah. Well, you are the one who made the character. Okay, I'm just going with the name. I meant to say Agent Lyons. Thank you. Uh, yeah. So I introduced myself. I introduced my compatriots, and I've heard some very disturbing news regarding your establishment, and I wanted to get your input on this.
Do be more precise, Agent.
News about rumors going around about missing persons and people talking about demonology.
Demonology. An ancient practice. Well respected, I would say. What is it you
Maybe
wish to
not.
know?
Well, we were hoping to see if you knew anything about what's going on.
I do.
Oh, really?
Nice.
So, anything you can share?
Of course not. Why would I talk to a dove, Agent? You sentinels have been a pain in the ass of everyone for millennia.
Because it's the
Well,
law, guy.
well, damn it, Howard. Well, you see, if you know something about it, I mean,
I suddenly get this ability to do mute spells, and I put one on Tower's character.
can we get that as
Yeah,
a
we need
power?
it. Yeah, he just chuckles to that, and he presses a button on his desk, and the entire wall behind him starts to retract, and showing a very large window out looking over the club. Um, and it's not, of course, this club is not super high, but it is on the second floor, right? But you can see the entire spread of it, and it's people are coming in more and more. And he stands up and he looks out at the club and he says, "Yes, this was a duty of mine to take, but oh well. Enough wasting time. Lord Rull is walking. He will need assistance." And with that, you see some sparkling of energy around him, and he transforms not only in body but in clothing.
Mhm.
Right. It was right. It was Prince Rawl. You made me think I was being
It's
stupid.
not Prince Rawl. It is not Rawl.
Okay,
It
fine. Well,
is
then maybe
not.
I was just being stupid.
No, he maybe has illusions of Rawl needing his help or trying to join him, but it is not Rawl. I would not put that fight. You can't win that fight.
No, no, no. I didn't
How
necessarily
we gonna win this
think
fight?
that
Could
we
we
would
win
have
it
to
with
face Rawl.
afterburners?
Well, I didn't necessarily think we would have to face Rawl. I just thought it was connected in some way. That's all. But okay, no,
Not
it's a
really.
moot point.
It is. He's not really. He is.
Yeah.
Maybe he has aspirations of joining Rawl, but it's not connected to Rawl at all.
Okay. Well, anyways, initiative. I'm going
Yeah,
to
no,
assume.
absolutely initiative, and
Okay.
2 experience points. Anybody can tell me who that is?
Who? What is? Oh, the image.
Spider-Man? I said I just see the clothing. I go,
Uh,
Spider-Man?
No,
No.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Aw,
that's that's
yeah, no,
Beep, time up.
yeah.
stop. Yeah, just stop. Yeah, stop. Okay. Alrighty, it's Zaztam, by the way. But anyway,
Who?
yes, and
Oh, it's Ghost Rider.
as he turns around, a bolt of energy comes out from him, and this is a pre-combat effect. It shatters the window, causing all the people behind to look up and wonder what's going on. And it potentially knocks you down. So let me go ahead and make a roll here. Where's my dice here? Here it is. He is doing a rack spell. He gets a round before you guys get to go. So let's see. This would be a 10. 10. Yeah. Okay. So 3. Okay. All right. Oh shit. No. Don't pay attention to that.
What? Oh, I thought that was your whole roll. That's
No.
how we have to roll it.
This is not a
Okay.
full. It's like a pre-combat roll.
Okay.
So
Let's see how it is.
all right, so that is give me a save, as it were, versus a 16 D10 effect.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. So I'm guessing it's our normal defense roll.
Yep, normal defense, yeah. And he's roll of 16.
10 to the 8 or D6. Okay. 10 to the 6.
And this would be Umbral, right?
No, this is
It's
a
your
defense
it's
roll.
your defense
It's a
roll.
defense roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What'd you
I don't
say
know
he
what the hell
got?
He got
It
a
was a
16.
16?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I beat it.
You did. And in this case, the effect doesn't matter. You are, I'll explain after, but it's not going to have a mechanical effect. It is going to have a cinematic effect because your effect die is not high enough. But it doesn't matter mechanically. Tower and Lady, would defense roll, please.
Okay, tell me again how to do a defense roll.
Well, in this case, it's mental. No, excuse me. No, this is physical. Physical. It's physical. Whatever distinction applies to a magical occult combat. Yeah. Under your skills, what skill did you use, GOP?
Usually use my fight skill as a
Fight
means of
move. In this case, would
move
also
works.
be applied.
Yeah.
And then any assets you might have. It's very standard, Lady. It's the same thing over and over. It's
Okay.
one of your stats, one of your distinctions, and a skill every time, right?
Whatever
My,
applicable skills.
and my signature asset is not
Not
helpful.
in this. It's not helpful in combat whatsoever. No, but that's okay. It's helpful in other ways.
Shit.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Yeah.
The DM thanks you.
I'm frozen.
Okay. Well,
You're not frozen.
there we go.
Take a
Tower,
PowerPoint,
you
Lady.
Oh,
should
that's
have
good.
I'm
a-
sorry.
You could take a PowerPoint, or you could try to roll it again against me. It's up to you.
Tower. That's not your defense roll.
Yeah, it is.
It's 2d10,
Yeah.
2d8, and a d6 if you're hardened.
Which
I
isn't.
recommend. Yeah. Well, you can do that on your turn. Like
Not
you can
now.
do that.
This is a surprise round.
No,
Okay,
yeah, it's 2D.
that's fine.
Oh, yeah, it's 2D10 and a D8, right?
2d10 and 2d8. That is what you roll.
Oh, I missed a D8. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not good enough though. But that's okay. So you and Lady both have a choice. You can give up and take the PowerPoint, or you can roll again. There's no in between though. If you roll again, you don't get a PowerPoint.
I'll roll again.
All right, go ahead.
2D8, 2D10.
Oh, that's a lot better.
It is a lot better. Okay, Lady, what are you going to do? Take the PowerPoint and roll
I'll
again?
take the PowerPoint and give up.
Yeah, I don't
Take the
think you're going
PowerPoint
to
and
get
give
it
up.
anyway. It's probably a better thing. Which means no PowerPoint for you, Tower, and I can roll again. So I shall.
Did I succeed? Did I succeed?
No, he's going to roll because you're recontesting it.
Yeah, I have to roll
shit.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll shit, Jester.
No.
Yeah. You've had 50 years of good rolling. Give me a shot.
Oh, man. He's going to bring the pain. You know it.
Okay.
Oh, you still.
So in the end, you do get a PowerPoint and you succeed. So take a PowerPoint. Lady gets a PowerPoint, and only Lady is directly affected. Although and Tower. Yeah,
It's a hero dice.
Does he?
So you got
in a
12?
recontesting? I don't think so. I don't think it works like that.
Oh, okay. I don't
I don't think
that
it
rule.
rolls
I'll be
like
grateful that
think
Chester's not curb stomping me. So we're cool.
I haven't even started yet. In the initial roll, yes. In a recontesting roll, I would say no.
Okay. Well, I did not know that.
I would rule
Now I
on
know.
that. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, Lady, for the rest of this scene, you're -1 to minus one step down, basically. You're at -1 step down to all rolls. So if you have a D8 on something, it's now a D6. If you have a D10, it's now a D8. Everything is at a -1.
Ooh.
You
Okay,
are
the
you are
question
racked. I
is,
have to spend a PowerPoint, so I take one of my D6 that you people have so kindly given me, and I throw it away. Okay. So
so
I've
that is the mental, physical, and social, and
everything.
the skill.
Everything.
Every
Okay.
You're
die is
welcome.
one step down. It's serious.
All right.
You two
Okay.
guys feel nauseous, and you really don't want to be in his presence. It's disgusting, but there's no mechanical penalty to you though. All right, so combat initiative.
Okay.
I don't like
This
boys.
guy's initiative is 20. So
Oh,
I'm a
mine
32.
mine is 26.
how are you a 32, dude?
Okay, I'll go through it
I
because
don't
it's
need to
actually
go
kind of.
through it. I'm just like, that's a ridiculous number, dude.
Oh, Chester gets worse. Our new character build is also at a 32 for my
Oh
wizard.
yeah, no, he is badass.
All right.
Oh,
Lady, what is now you're
16.
reduced, so it's going to be less than 15.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
because you're reduced. So
I just know I'm last. How about that?
that's usually that way, but that's all right. You're the techie. You're not the
I'm a
combatant.
techie person.
Anyway, so go ahead, Mr. 32.
Hmm? Right? Okay, so I'm going to blast him with my gun. What I tend to do. So let's see. That is a D10, 2D8, and 2D6. Right. D10, 2D6. Oh, I forgot to roll one of my D8s. My bad.
2d12, d10, d8, d6.
Okay, so that's going to be let's see. So it's a 14 with a D10 effect. Well, I
Okay,
can
well,
wait to
I got to
see
make
what.
my roll. You got to let me make my roll, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine. And I'll see, what you roll. Then I'll add to it if I have to.
This is a physical attack, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So I have a 16 with a D10 effect. What do you got?
I had a 14 with the D10 effect, and I will
Okay.
probably. I'll probably add. I'll spend a hero point to add that 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So you had a what you said? Wait, what did you say? You had a 16? So I'd be at a 17. Okay. And I'll spend
Okay.
that hero point.
All right, you spend that hero point, and I'll take it. Go ahead. And what are you doing to him again?
I'm shooting him.
Okay.
My gun. That's how I do. So, yep. D10 effect. Of course, I'm sure he's got something to negate that. But either way, we kind of know now. So, or we will know. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, Tower, go ahead. Add a D10 stress to your roll.
Okay, so adding GOP, can you hold 2 numbers for me? Because I'm also going to use 2 hero dice so I can really, really fuck them up.
No. Wait till after your roll is done.
Yeah.
Then you
Wait.
Okay.
can
Yeah. The
add the
hero
hero.
dice are after. Roll your standard dice first, please,
And add a D10
and
to
add a
that number.
D10 stress, please.
Okay, so I'm going to do the old bread and butter, the MP40. 2d12, 2d. Oh, I'm adding a d10, so it's 2d12, 2d10, d8, d6. So,
Yeah,
okay,
his
I'm
new
getting my dice.
character is even more deadly than that.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on, Tower.
2d10,
Come on now.
2d12, d8, d6. Okay, I'm making sure my dice are right. Oh, fuck. Holy shit.
That
Yep.
will
Oh, I have to
Jesus.
roll, so but that's an 18,
No, it's a 20 with a
20 with a
D12.
D12.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good.
Can I
Let me
add
go
2
ahead and
hero
make.
dice?
No, you
No,
don't want to
don't.
add anything, dude. Relax with the hero dice thing. That's after the
Yep.
fact.
I know. I
Yep.
just have a shit ton of them that I wanted to
know,
burn.
but just please wait. Well, you get another PowerPoint, for that matter.
Yay.
And I fail. Let's see. I'll wait. Okay, so you do get a PowerPoint. You hit him hard, and his stress is up to D12 now. So on his turn, so you hit him, and pieces of him are, blood spurting, and pieces of his clothing are falling off. There's a lot of noise down below, from the people, because they're witnessing this, right?
Andy gets a
And
hero dice.
what do you say?
I said Andy gets a hero dice. So I'm just making sure. Okay,
And
never
he
mind.
gets a hero dice, yeah. He gets what is my roll here? So that's a D10. You get a D10 hero dice. But you would you have to? I have to read that. I think I wonder if you. I don't think. Do you have to spend a PowerPoint to take a hero dice? I don't think so. Anyway, we haven't
Oh, I
been
thought it
playing
was
that way. But he's taking serious damage. You guys, he hasn't even gone yet. Well, he had his surprise round, but he's already sitting on a D12 stress. But he's laughing.
because he probably has a bunch more like bonus because he's not like a normal enemy.
Can I put a? Do I get a hindrance on him, like a in the room effect to him?
You could spend your PowerPoint to make a complication, sure.
I don't know, because it can only affect me, right?
Yeah, it's just for
No,
you. Yeah.
oh well.
Because I was gonna say I hit him in the elbow or something, or the arm, and it hinders his movement. If I could.
You can. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You'll find out. Just let me do my turn,
Oh,
and you'll see.
all right.
All right.
All right.
So, who of you did I rack?
Only lady.
Lady. Lady, on his turn, I spent a PowerPoint, which is another one of my 6-sided dice. So, bye-bye. Lady, you, and Tower, I'm assuming on your turn you spent that PowerPoint to harden, right? Or whatever it is to get that SFX.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Lady, you are racked by him, and therefore he does two things. One, all of his stress goes to you. So, lady, you now have a D12 stress. Damage and wounds open all over your. The same wounds he have appear on you. And lady, you are paralyzed for. Let me roll the dice.
Yeah.
Okay, come on now.
So
There
I
we
don't
go.
get to go this round then, huh?
No, you don't. For 3 rounds, you're
3
out of
rounds.
commission. You're in incredible pain. You're literally racked and mutilated on the ground, and you're sitting on a D12 stress die. And he's completely healed, by the way. And then his turn. You guys are doing physical combat. He's doing psionic combat, so his attacks are more powerful than his defenses. But nevertheless, he is going to focus on. Well, I'll stick it between you. 1, 2, 3 for a GOP. And
Hey, he wouldn't even look at me, so
he doesn't. Well, you'd be happy because he'd kill you, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3
Yeah.
GOP. 4, 5, 6 Tower. So
Me.
GOP. He looks at
Yeah.
you and he says, you can feel him in your mind. You can feel him in your mind because you are a psionic as well, right? You're the only psionic in the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume.
Yeah. But you can feel him in your mind. He says, "Ah, so young," and you can see an image of it in his mind just biting at your brain, right?
Ooh.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh
Shit.
shit! Don't pay attention to that. I keep making that stupid mistake. Okay. And he also gets, he has a standard dice, plus he also gets the stress he's caused to others, which in this case is a D12.
Ooh. That's brutal.
Yes,
Who, me?
this is the first really nasty fight you guys have faced.
Okay.
There is a 1, but I'm re-rolling that. I spent a PowerPoint.
Smart.
Spend a
Wait, did
dice.
this happen to me or lady?
No, this is
No,
happening to
he's
GOP.
doing it to me. Yep, I'm getting
Oh
hit.
shit! Don't hurt him. He's
Okay, that's an
just a
8.
Chicagoan.
All
They're
right,
weak.
so I got
14.
well, hold on,
50.
hold on. I got a 15. And I'm going to spend a die to add that 8. So it's a 23.
Ooh.
D10 D12 kicker.
Oh, DM's gonna kill us. Just wait.
Yay! New
Mhm.
characters.
Right. All right.
Let
Now
me
let's
check.
see. So
There's no
I'm
way to keep
rolling. I'm not rolling my normal defense, right? Because
it.
it's a mental attack.
This is a mental attack, yeah. So it's going to be mental. Whatever distinction applies, probably whichever one has a cult. And then it's going to be your whatever mental skill you have, like know or there are specific defenses, but it's probably going to be your knowledge, some mental stat. And I don't think you have any
Hmm.
assets for that.
Would a cult count for that or no?
Of course it would in this case. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit better. So I should have. I think I can boost my mental stuff. Yeah, this because I should have already had that.
If we were like
Anyways.
in a sci-fi game, it probably wouldn't, but you guys wouldn't have a cult anyway, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's 1d10, a d8. It's a 2d8. And then I'm definitely going to use my. Well, I don't think my Ring of Illusion would actually. Well, although my telepathy, though, would give me the bonus
I
because
would
it is a
add that
mental.
dice. I would add that dice. Yeah, absolutely add your
Yeah.
telepathy dice. Yes.
So a d10, 2d8s, and a d6.
Yep.
And
Go
you
for it.
said I. Yeah, okay. Because I can't add my knowledge and my occult. I would have to pick one,
No.
right?
Choose one, but you can add your telepathy though, without question. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so d10, 2d8, d6. Okay. Clear the board. It's kind of messy. 10, 2d8, d6. Not good.
Yep.
'Cause what did you have?
23.
You had a. Ooh. I am going to add a d12 hero dice just because I'm probably. Yeah, with the d12 effect, I have to. Not gonna.
Well, in this game,
Not
it
gonna.
takes more than one round usually to get knocked out, unless I'm coming at multiple attacks. And this guy isn't. He's just very powerful attacks. So,
True.
but you can. But you would have to roll a 12 on that dice.
Well, I could roll if I roll high on the dice, and then I
Actually, you can't.
spent a point.
You would have to spend a point to add another die. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
so
what
go
I'm.
ahead. Well, you can try. See if you can roll a 12 on
That's
your 12 sider. Go ahead.
yeah. That's. I mean, it's a gamble, but fuck. Oh
Nope.
no, nope, no, nope.
No.
So even if I add them all together, it's not going to do anything. So hit me.
Okay. So take your PowerPoint for
Okay.
that. You have a, D12 stress on you, so you are stressed, and you are also racked. So
Oh,
you are
cool.
another target, and all your rolls are at a -1 step down for every dice. It's very
Awesome.
serious. Um,
Oh yeah.
and you're sitting at a D12 stress just like Lady. So Lady is out. You are not mutilated though. I haven't used that power on you yet. So because I have to rack you first. So you don't. You're still in the fight. So Lady doesn't get a roll as so she has 2 more rounds of paralysis. Back to the top. GOP.
Paralysis
Awesome.
includes speaking.
What was that, Lady?
I asked, does paralysis include speaking?
Yes. No. You can't do anything. Yeah.
Okay.
So GOP. I'm
Oh,
assuming you
dude.
see how to defeat this guy now, right?
I mean,
I don't.
I don't really see it because it's like
You need between you and Tower need to take him out before it's his turn.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
So
it's
what I'm hearing is
desperate.
hero
Mhm.
dice clap down.
So what I
Yeah,
would say is this. I would say in this situation, because you are a team and we have initiative order based off of your speed, what I would do, GOP, and like I said, we're learning the game. I would default and let Tower go first because he can,
that makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
And then Tower, you have to make sure no matter what that you hit him, and his defense is weaker. So kind of weaker. And you need to put a D12 on him. You have to put a D12 on him, effect die Tower. If you don't, then you're going to lose another party member, and then you're
Can,
screwed.
But wait, well, I think we're screwed anyways because if let's say he does a D12 effect, right?
Mhm.
If all my dice, would that mean if he has a D12 effect on him, and
Then you
all my
have to
dice gets
D12
cut
him.
down?
But you get that stress in there. If you hit him with a
Okay,
D12, then he's out.
okay, then the stress dice that
am
he
I
has
allowed? Am I
doesn't
allowed to
stress
use
out
my
too.
hero? Am I allowed to use my hero dice in this roll?
Of course,
If
after Tower.
after,
After.
but
Just make the
Okay.
first
my whole
attack.
question, yeah. Okay, never mind. You
Yeah,
go.
your
Do your thing.
question is no, there is no question. Tower, go ahead.
Okay. So, GOP too. If I'm trying to figure out the hardest way I can hit him.
Just hit him like you normally do. Just like you
Yeah,
normally
hit
do.
him with your
Just
normal
normal.
Two
Go
D
for it.
12. Two.
D12,
Okay.
D10,
D10, D8,
2D.
D6. 2D8.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at mine. No, sorry. You are 2D12, D10, D8,
D8,
D6. Yeah, I was
D6.
looking at my reason.
2D12, D10, D8.
D6.
Yeah, baby, money shot, motherfucker.
All right. So now I have to make a roll, so just relax. But we're looking at a 13. So let me go ahead and make my roll.
17.
I'll come back and look at it in a minute.
The D12 effect.
Okay, because what I see is a. Oh no, you go that way. I see what you're saying. Yeah, 15. All right. So I rode like shit. You get another PowerPoint, or complication. In this situation, there isn't because it's a tight little room, right?
Yeah.
But so just take the
If I get
PowerPoint.
a
No, it's
hero
a big
dice,
room.
what size die? Real quick, so I can add this to my pool. What
You
size
don't
dice
have
was
to
that
add
hero dice?
anything. You don't have to add anything.
No.
Just
He's
take a
asking what
PowerPoint.
because he got
No,
a
I'm asking
17.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
see.
yeah.
You
But
get a
you
D10,
rolled a
another
one.
D10 hero dice. You get another D10.
Okay.
Okay. But he's not going to pump any stuff into it because he doesn't feel threatened yet, right? So, okay. So you put a D12 stress on him. You blast away. This time you hit him on the side of the head, and once again he's just laughing at you. And GOP.
All right. It is. It's make or break.
I would say.
Maybe.
Because if you can't get him right here, this fight is lost.
D10, 2D8, 2D6. All right. 10, 2D8, 2D6. So let me put this board. It's not working. D10. Okay, here we go. This should work now.
Okay.
Oh, and I didn't have the D12.
You didn't
Yeah, that's
roll
kind of
that
important.
again, but you don't need to roll it because you need that as your attack die. Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, I'm gonna re-roll that
You
because I
have to
have to.
re-roll that. You have no choice.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Oh,
Oh,
2 PowerPoints, dude. Yeah. Okay, fine. It doesn't matter what the number
okay.
is. You need that dice for effect. All right, let's go over here. So we have we're looking at a 14 as it sits. Would you like to, before hero dice and stuff, would you like to re-roll or spend PowerPoints to add to the roll or anything like that before I go?
Nope, I've only got one left, so I'm not gonna waste it unless I absolutely
right.
have to.
All right, fine. So let me re-roll my dice. I have a 16. So
Well, I'm gonna have to re-roll one of my dice. Like there's no other option here.
You can
This
do it,
is-
GOP. We believe in you.
Oh no, wait, no, not re-roll. Well, I'm gonna have to add one of my dice. I mean, not re-roll.
don't you have a hero dice?
Well, I've got a few hero dice left, but I mean, I'm gonna have to. So I've got my. Oh yeah, no, that's right. I'm gonna have to use it.
Yeah, I mean we're past
Uh,
that. We're now into
yeah,
hero dice
yeah.
territory.
Okay.
So you're sitting on a 14. I'm sitting on a 16.
Or you know what? I could say because I could contest it, right? That would still work because this is only my first roll. So
could?
I could,
Yeah.
yeah. So we could challenge and do a reroll because that's probably gonna make more sense than going with what I have, honestly. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So it's D12, D10,
You can. There's a little
2D8.
reroll button right there. You can hit.
Yeah, but I kind of need to roll the D12 with it too. So, okay, so D12, D10, 2D8, and 2D6. Not great, but not the worst. Oh my gosh.
15.
Hmm.
Can't use that D12. So you're sitting at a
Well,
15 and you've tied
yeah,
me.
15. Well, I mean, can I still roll at this point and or add another one at this
No,
point or
you
no?
can't. No, you
Okay,
can still do points. You can spend power
okay.
points. Yeah.
So I wait. So I can't add that 5 to my total
Of course you can.
and make
Spend
it.
a power point.
Oh, okay. Okay, then that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Okay, that's what I was.
Do that. Or
I'm like,
whatever.
I'm just like trying because that's the last of my points,
So what are
and
we
so this
looking
is
at
gonna
here? We're
be
looking at a 14-19. All right.
yes.
He is spending a actual hero dice.
All right, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my god.
I do
This
have
is
3
nerve-wracking.
more, but
You do.
I have to save them. So yeah, I tried.
Oh my god, that was so close.
That was very close. That guy is now that's an interesting challenge, huh?
That
Yeah,
was. I
yeah,
was not expecting.
very interesting challenge. But go ahead and describe it.
Um. Okay. He thinks he's got the better of me, and I'm gonna be like, there's gonna be a little blood on your dance floor, and I fucking shoot him in the head, and he falls out the window, and yeah.
Okay, and he's down on the ground now because this is an actual boss. The same rules that apply to you apply to him. So he's unconscious. He's not dead. To you could coup de grace. I mean that's certainly possible. But most things when you kind of kill him, right? But bosses have same effective use, and when that when you go past a D12 stress, you're unconscious. So is he. Um, so people are running out of this place. Uh, and the bouncers don't really know what to do. And a lot of them are reaching into their jacket, and you see Mr. Dickinson walk into the floor onto the floor, and he waves them off, and he says, "Follow me," and they all fall in line very quickly, and they exit the place too. Very quickly,
Can
this place is empty.
can we waterboard him for
What?
information?
No.
Well,
We're
Steve,
gonna
your
we're gonna
job. Well, you know
bring
what?
him
Well,
back.
let's take him in and do it the legal
Well,
way. I guess
It's
you would call.
Lady is going to make the call as she always does, as she kind of gathers herself from the pain. The spell's over. But Lady, you do have a D12 stress on you. Now he wasn't able to hit you again. If he had hit you again, it would have knocked you out and it would have
Been
put you in
killed.
trauma, which would have been, real damage. So you'll heal up from
Pushing
it.
the red button on my phone, going down there and beheading his ass.
Are you sure you want to do that? GOP, you got to let her do that?
Not. We're gonna take him back into the station.
And we're gonna waterboard him.
No, let's
Well,
take him back into the station. That's our job.
here's the thing,
Yeah.
We
GOP.
cannot
He-
secure him properly in
he-
order to transport him.
He is Towers. This Towers character, since he's going to be moving on to a wizard character, this character is actually going to be enforcement because that's where he's going to transfer because those are his buddies. So he might well be doing waterboarding, for all you know.
In the future, but right
Yeah.
now we don't really have the
Well, you have a
facilities for
problem.
that
You
sort of
have
thing.
2 of your members that are trying to murderate this guy. What are you going to do?
Everyone, enough. We can't just kill this guy out in the middle of this dance floor. He's down. We got to take him back to the office. That's the rules.
Let's go
Fine.
cuff him then. Well, actually, let's not just
We
cuff
have
him. Let's
nothing that
hog
will
tie him.
stop him from using his psionic ability.
Yo, Chester, I whip an uncannily long strand of paracord out of my back pocket and I hog tie him.
Okay.
Doesn't stop him from using his mind.
How, lady? He's out. He is KO'd. He is KO'd,
Yep.
lady.
We're not that
Hog tie
far
him a
from.
little extra tight.
We're not that far from the office. We can get him there before.
You don't have to do anything. You make a call and a team comes in, just like
Already
every
pushed
the
other
button.
time.
Well, no, the last time we brought the guy in, remember?
That's
We
true.
perp walked him.
Yeah, you don't have to
So-
do that.
Okay, then that's fine. We'll make a call. I just thought, he's down.
No
so
need
we
to. I already pushed the button.
Okay,
That's
we
what
make the
the
call.
button was.
My whole point was I was just thinking, okay, he's already down. We can bring him in.
All
But
right.
it doesn't matter.
He is
So-
hog-tied, bleeding out, completely unconscious, on the floor. You notice, interestingly enough, he does not turn back into his human form. He's still the skeletal form.
Good.
Taking pictures.
Excuse me.
Now-
All right. Well,
Now there's a slight problem. As the team shows up pretty quickly, obviously a response team is going to be here quickly. You're not far away. So,
Patching
okay,
myself
you
up.
found this dude, but you still don't know exactly what's going on.
we can investigate, but right
started
now
it.
we're kind of dealing with a D12 effects on us. So
We should probably
But
go
yeah.
take a nap.
no, we should probably get looked at because after all, we're like borderline about to get knocked out, and then after that, we're going to go up and actually go through because they mentioned a book. They mentioned other things, so I'm guessing the evidence is probably somewhere in here. So, or at least some evidence that's going to give us a clearer picture. But yeah, right now we should get our wounds attended to, so we're not,
Okay.
about to bleed out everywhere.
The teams do show up. They secure him, medicals on you guys, and they instantly, just from them interacting with you, your stress dies drop 2 steps. So you guys are down to D8 stress right now. You
Okay,
and
awesome.
lady. So you guys go back, and so somewhere in this place, where do you want to search for information?
I would
His
assume
office.
his office would be the smart place to
That-
start.
It would be, yeah. So you guys are digging through the office, and there's other, a full team is here, right? Shutting this place down and stuff. And you do notice outside that Dickinson is talking to the team supervisor. So, they're doing their thing. You guys go up into the office and you look around. So I need search rolls.
All right.
And keep in mind that that rack effect is no longer, or the paralysis effect is no longer on you, so you're not at -1 step downs. And you have the D8 effect dice is only going to matter in combat. So
Okay. Tower, I'm just going to assist you since you have a better perception than I do anyway. So
Yeah,
going
I was pulling it. That was the end, so now I could actually up my notice. Well, no, never mind. Fuck. Give me a second.
we've effectively
Yeah.
taken a short rest. So yes.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have a D10, two D8,
2d8 and a d6.
and I
Okay.
think it'll be an extra D6 because I'm assisting you. So
Okay.
Okay, so
The
2d8,
challenge rating for
2d6
this is
defense.
7.
Okay. The dice app is loading. Okay, 2d8, 2d6, and
a
d10.
D10, yeah. Well, you still got it. It's only a 7.
Hmm.
So
No,
barely.
no ones for me. So you succeed, and for some
Great
reason
try.
it took you a long time to look behind the painting on the wall. I don't know why. But
Because it
there.
was, I'm not an articulate, if that makes sense.
Well, your skills say you are.
Mhm.
Oh, well.
Nevertheless, there's a wall safe. You don't find anything interesting in his desk or anything like that. None of the desk is locked, by the way. There's some really, really nice 50-year-old Glenfiddich sitting in there, though.
I drink Buffalo Trace, but yeah, I'll take it too.
Have you ever had Glenfiddich in your short life, Tower?
I'm not that old yet. One day, though.
Yeah, you should.
The
You
bottle,
should. Yeah,
and we could probably use it as a gift for someone, as an asset
yeah, but Mr.
in the future.
Chicago would certainly pocket that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's definitely an asset we can use as a gift for someone in the
Oh, that's a
future. I'm just
nice
thinking
gift,
of
dude. That's what, 250,
yeah,
$300 bottle? Yeah.
yep. So that's definitely
And
going.
how many are there?
Oh,
I
plenty,
think there's just one
but they're
Uh,
just expensive.
other.
Yeah.
It's not that rare.
Anyways, all right. So we found the safe.
uh,
Um, I don't. What would that be as far as like skills to like safe crack?
It would be safe cracking, lock picks, lock picking, whatever skill. I doubt anyone here took it.
Well, no, because it's
Did we
it's
blow
not
it up with dynamite?
Well, you can
it's not
ask
a
one of the.
I'm
listed.
going to shoot him.
It would be under
No,
no. It would be under no. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you guys don't have that, but there's people in the team that can deal with that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So we get one of them to crack the safe for us. 'Cause-
And it takes a little bit of time, but of course you have the procedure and the paperwork and all that kind of nonsense. And you guys actually, do you want to wait for the safe to be open, or you just want to go back to the precinct, or back to the headquarters and wait for it to be delivered? What do you want to do?
How long are they suggesting that it's going to take?
Oh, they got to get a specialist in here, hour and a half.
We can hang out here for now. Just look around and
Okay.
ask additional questions. To whoever might still be in here,
The
kind of
only
thing. But
person that's in here is Dickinson, and he's outside
okay,
actually talking to the team chief.
all right. Well, we already got the information from him. So,
Mhm.
but still, I'd rather be here and keep things monitored
So
than
they get a
go.
specialist come in. His name is Ralph.
Basically keeping eyes on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ralph.
I'm on my asset, comparing the size of the room to blueprints that are digitally in the database,
Sure. It
whatever.
is nothing untoward going on. Now Ralph
Okay.
comes in and he comes in and says, "Hey up," and he gets to work, and you recognize immediately another Chicago accent.
Of
Well, I
course.
now
I
have to make Ralph an asset. No, I'm just
Mhm.
kidding.
I offer.
Uh,
We should offer him a pop.
and Ralph gets to it, and he has that thing open pretty quick. It's pretty standard safe, nothing special. And he has all his little gear, his listening stuff, and he gets that thing open. And inside there's a stack of money, which he takes out and he documents. There are a couple of looks like antique cameos and like a watch and some antique stuff, and a file, one of those old accordion type manila folders
Mm-hmm.
with a little springy rubber band thing around it. And
Mm-hmm.
he says he looks at you guys. I'm assuming that's what you want. Say that in the proper Chicago. Go ahead.
Yep, indeedy. Thank you very much.
There you go. And you look through, and there's a bunch of stuff in here that's just pertaining to his deeds and rights and various things that are unimportant. But as you guys are flipping through, you do find a journal, right? And the journal is it's small, but it's a very old book actually. In there, there's all kind of documentation. You see people's names. There seems to be information of money lent or information, or it's a blackmail book basically. But all the names you don't recognize them at all, and some of the dates, times, and stuff would probably put it when he was in Europe. However, at the end of it, you do see some new entries here in the city, and some of them are revolving to the court and Radiant Court as well. But in particular, something that piques your interest is with the with the Winter Court. He mentions a Prince Darien. And Prince Darien, he had dealings, and Prince Darien had allowed him access to the book.
What kind of book are we talking? Soft cover, hardcover?
You have no
We
idea.
don't know what kind of book, but I'm guessing it's probably something important considering that the emphasis that Tester put on book. So no, so we're going to make sure we get copies of, we get a file of all the information. Now, we're going to obviously we need to bring this back to the office, but after that, probably should head to the Winter Court. I would assume.
No,
Okay, what would you propose
we
we
need
do?
to recover until we're full health again before we step on again.
Well, that's fine. We don't have to go right into it, but we are going to have to go to the Winter Court at some point, probably relatively soon, to bring this information there. Plus, it's just probably good for us if we bring this sort of information to them, because that just helps, build our relations.
Let them clean their own house, shall we say?
It is 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kicking off.
Let's go get some fish tacos and take a good old napsy tapsy
Let's
and
go to the office.
smoke them if you got them.
Yeah, let's go to the office and see
I'll
if.
report. How's that?
Let's go for a sail on a sailboat. Oh, God.
Oh my God,
Is that your
Chester!
fantasy friend?
We're going to the office.
Yes,
That's
you
where
go
we're
to the
going.
office. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Filing report.
And
All right.
you guys, I'm assuming, probably go to sleep, at least two of you.
Okay. There's nobody here then.
Oh, of course
to,
there
like,
are. This
bring-
place always has
Okay.
people in it.
Well, I
There's
mean, like, is our
Supervisor.
boss here, or I mean, I'm assuming Nima's always up and.
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
but she's freak. But actually, the boss is here because of the current advertisement and the leak of Lord Roll, laying havoc to Aleppo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we did take like, copy down all the information in the book.
That's all
But
being done. Yeah, sure, of course.
well, I'm saying we did it. Our group personally has a copy of that information.
Okay.
And so we're gonna bring the book into them, and show them, and we're gonna, I guess we'll talk
They're
with
gonna take it into
Rehnquist.
evidence.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. But I'm gonna talk with him and ask him what he thinks our next move should be, and if he's okay with us bringing this information to the court as
All
a
right. So
goodwill gesture.
you go in and talk to Berquist. You give him all the information, and he says, "Hmm. I'm assuming you all are well aware of the." And keep in mind, this guy's got a little bit of a Russian tint to his accent. But he says, "I'm sure you're all well aware of the tensions here in the city, seeing as you are the liaisons."
Hmm.
Hmm.
But I've got an idea for that particular instance. Just
Well,
if you want to hear me out.
do tell.
Well, in that nightclub, there wasn't just a Winter Court. There was a lot of fuck. What are they called? What's the other court?
the
The
radiant cord and other
the
little
radi-
minor vampire
yeah.
factions. Yeah.
You know, I think we know a guy who can run that place, but we can, if you want to add that to our list of properties there, that'd be a very useful tool, especially if we want to learn more information from the Radiant Court.
He chuckles and he says, "Well, I understand your ambition, Mr. Lyons, but we cannot seize that building." Once again, back to the stress in the city. There are many players here, and the Winter Court is very powerful and deeply entrenched one. We have to be very careful how we interact with that. We don't have any really good contacts with the Winter Court.
I do.
Oh, do you tell him? Do you tell him that? Really? Okay. He says, really?
Well,
What? Who? How?
well, let's just say, considering the business we've gone through, I mean, because why wouldn't I tell him that? Because I'm the liaison. That's kind of my
That's
job
fine.
to
That's fine.
connected to everyone. Uh, I have a good authority that their queen, she's a fan of mine.
Really? Everyone take
Oh
3
yeah.
XP for that fight, by the way.
It's
All right.
it's the clone, sir. That's the only reason.
He says, you've made inroads into the Winter Court.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
what can I say? It's
you
kind of my
mess
job.
with the best. You mess with the best.
Wow, he really wants to shoot you. This is an
You get what you pay
old-time
for.
Russian mobster right here, and he wants to kill you. He does. He really does.
You get what you pay
Really,
for, guy.
really
put my
does.
hand
Well, let's just say our
over.
impression was being introduced by her daughter to her. And
Penelope. I see. Well, that's
yeah,
good. It is your job to have those things, and I make sure you keep that one strong. He looks at you, Agent Lyons. Uh, however, even with that contact, you need to play it smart. So Prince Darien is the named one you said.
I
Prince
guess it's
Darien,
all in the book.
he gives you information, and I'm assuming Lady has done some research as well. But he says
Mhm.
Prince Darien is, he's one of the Winter Court princes, but he's also a bit of a black sheep. And he is a problem because the Winter Court is wealthy, some of the most wealthy people in this city. However, Darien has moved international. He is we don't know all his finances. He keeps them well hidden, but he is easily a multi-billionaire. He has become very wealthy and very rich doing his things. His main company is that we know of, especially here in the city. He goes through his files. He looks it up. He says, "Oh yeah, here it is," and he hands you some paperwork. Nord Conglomerate.
Shipping company.
Is that with an
They
N?
do shipping and all kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you look that up on on your computer, lady?
My asset.
Hmm.
Lady, it's very easy to find information on it. Nord Conglomerate is estimated at being worth $27 billion.
They do
So,
everything, including making fancy stuff for other making what is it? They make the little pieces to be shipped to other countries, to other companies that put it in stuff that may have just dropped on the television.
Not really, no. But
Damn.
these
I was
guys
trying to
are
put two and two together.
middlemen that make things move. Is what
yeah,
Nord Conglomerate
logistics
does.
company.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyways, it might be beneficial though if since we have all the information copied off that book, if I can give the book to the queen, that might give us even more inroads.
Well,
Just a
he,
thought.
he says to you that the Queen wouldn't gave you information indirectly, did she not?
Well,
So she
we
knows about
we we think it might be the case, but we have no confirmation of that.
Well, let's assume that she did. And therefore, do you think she might have done that for a reason?
I'm sure she did,
I'm
but I
sure
mean,
she doesn't want her court to know that she snitched out her own son.
well, that's fine. But I mean, we've already talked to her once, and obviously, we're not going to be doing it in the presence of others. You know, but it's
Says,
just
well, you play it the way you will, you want.
all right. Or you know what? Actually, I've got another idea. We don't even have to go back to the court because we know somebody who could bring it to her own mom without us even going there.
So
Just a thought.
it is currently sitting at 11 o'clock at night. What are you going to do?
Okay, I think we should probably give it to Penelope and have her give it to her mom. That's my that's my with love and best wishes from your favorite Dove agents. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I think. What do you guys think? You
He's not
guys
going
want
to
to go to bed and
interfere.
just
He's going to let you do your job.
yeah? What do you guys? Do you guys want to go to bed or do you guys just want to get this done?
Well, you guys
I
discuss it. I'm
think
going to put some more hot water on.
Okay.
I think Lady wants to get a rest because she got pretty fuckled that last
I
fight.
got fucked though too, so then I got
Yeah.
paralyzed.
Well, I did and you did. He didn't get hit. Okay, that's fine. We can have our.
How is it that I escaped shit free and you guys got fucked?
You've got way better defense than we do. So
Ah,
yeah,
I call that whole magic.
whatever you call it, the point is your defense is a lot better than ours. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, we can go to sleep and then just get this done tomorrow. Like I mean, our characters going to bed, and so that way we can get a nice long
She's gonna
rest
want
in.
to take you, go back to her mom, da 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 da.
Well, we don't necessarily have to go back with her because I mean that's the kind of the point. If we're trying to be like covert about it, you know,
And
just
then
have
I'll
her.
give it to Jessica to give it to her when she sees it. We'll have her deliver it. Of course, she's probably tied up right now anyway.
No, it's better if we deliver it to Penelope, so that way Penelope can kind of convey the message to her mom, anyways. Because once
Yeah, but
again, we're
I'm
not.
gonna go through the back door to do it. If we're all together, then here I am splitting up the group again. I just better just shut up.
No, look, we can bring it to Penelope just fine. I mean, once again, we talked with her in private before. We'll talk with her in private again. We'll hand her the book and let her know, hey, this is for your mom, kind of thing, and make sure she knows who they got it from, kind of thing. But still keep it in private between her and her mom because we don't want to have the rest of the court know that we gave her this information.
Yeah, but his sister would know then. Oh, then they're not really blood related per se. They were just turned by the same sire.
Okay, what's the
True.
plan?
I
We're
guess
gonna
we're
get hot pockets.
we're going to sleep for tonight. Then the next day we're going to bring the book to Penelope.
Okay. So you guys do so. You get up in the morning, you're feeling better, your stress is gone. You guys still have aches and pains and things like that. They do have some medicines they put on you, so the scarring won't be so bad. But no permanent trauma was applied. So, but excuse me. Well, that's something I could have
Good
added to him.
excuse.
I could have added that his reversal damage carried automatic trauma status.
Well, it's too late now to go back
Next
and
time.
look at our regrets. Yeah.
Next time.
Uh
Next
huh.
time. It didn't really play off as much. It was a very quick battle, but that's the most danger you guys have ever been in for sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't
So
survive it actually. So
It was our
you
own
did
damage
survive it.
at us.
You're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was reversing his damage, but that was cool. Anyway, you guys get up in the morning and you're feeling better. Tower of course is, tower. And you guys see that mission control is not as heavy a buzz as it was before, but it's they're still trying to figure out. These advertisement campaigns are continuing. More photos from Aleppo have come out, different angles, a little bit better. Everyone's like, "What's going on?" The news, the 24-hour news system is just absolutely diving into it as they do. And it's still there's still some concern, but that's really not in your wheelhouse, is it? But my water's boiling. Let me go get that. Talk
He's
amongst
got the
yourselves.
fastest boiling water.
It's always boiling, right at the moment it needs to be.
What kind of water is it?
It's water.
Probably tap water.
It's a
I didn't know they
very
drank
odd.
tap water.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. It's
You're
Japan.
21. Have you ever drinked out of water hoses?
Fuck yeah, that's the only way to drink water.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like at work. I just get my water out of the puddles.
Oh
That's
God.
so nice to know. It explains so much.
It really was.
GOP knows exactly
You
how
have the
bad
little
of a
black
statement
things
that.
floating
No,
around
no,
in your
no, no,
puddle
no.
too.
GOP knows exactly how bad of a statement that is. Be
Well,
like, I
yeah.
get all of my water nutritions out of the sinks from work that we wash our hands in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Well,
do that.
lady, as far as
Oh.
as far as boiling speeds, I am so at sea level that I could literally
Yeah.
toss a tower into the ocean from my back window.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
I mean, my water
Don't
is going to
forget to wrap
boil.
the anchor around his neck when he
That's
goes down.
fair. That's fair. But my water is going to boil at a quicker speed than any place on Earth. It's
Yeah.
going to be that's going to be top end boiling speed.
Unless you're below sea level.
Unless you're below in the Death Valley or something. True.
New Orleans.
Anyway, so this is going on. You get your donut. This time the Boston creams are gone quick. You missed the Boston cream, but they do have an apple cobbler, though. Those are pretty good.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Yeah.
You know it's going to your waist later on, right?
And it's typical morning start, so 9:00, right? For you guys, you're detectives, so.
That's right. We're detectives, not enforcement. Y'all remember this.
Well, we didn't really have
turn around and left that building.
A choice in that particular instance, anyways. Like, we got the information, he fought us, and then yeah, it didn't really make that much difference.
His confession's on video anyway. What do you think is in that zip file that I
They
sent?
they don't have any proof that I spilled all that hot coffee in his face.
Hey, so anyways, getting back on track. So we're going to wait till Franklin's is open. I don't know what time they open, but I'm assuming it's probably later. And we'll bring that information to Penny and kind of let her know that this needs to be kind of quiet. But
So you got to. What are you going to do all day?
Pass the time in whatever
Heal
way
up.
that.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's.
We're not going to look at boats. We're
Why
already.
not?
I'm going to give another stab at since I got more PowerPoints. I'm going to look at a stab at trying to do that hacking thing again.
Yeah, but you can, but you're not going to be successful.
Okay.
But you can certainly spend time on it. But you guys basically heal up during the day, get some rest and stuff like that, and you wait for night. And then you go to Franklin's and go see Penelope. And as usual, she's there. She's usually there. And you guys go up and want to have a conversation with Penelope, and she sees you and she smiles and says hello.
Oh, hi there.
You're from London.
Oh. How diddly do, young thing?
Okay, that's better.
Oh,
thank you.
My God.
Thank you. So, GOP, do your thing.
Oh yeah. Mind if we have another quick conversation with you? We kind of have something else to give you.
She says fine, and she goes off to the same place as the same room as before, slinking across this place, floating almost, as she does. And she says, "So,
I can't.
How is your little demonology research going?"
I'm going to tell her kind of basically what happened and let her know.
Wait a second. Before he starts talking, he goes, "What have you heard?" Smiling at her.
Huh?
I think she already knows something.
Sure, I guess I could do that.
Well, hold on a second, GOP. Lady, what are you trying to say?
I
She
think
wants
she
me to be sly and to see what she knows before I tell
Oh,
her.
okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
because she had that little smirky smile on her face when she, yeah, demonology thing, type of thing.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't. Oh, okay.
No,
I thought it was like that. Never mind.
no.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with my original tactic, which
There
was
you go.
let. I mean, I'll let her know kind of like what we found, and I've got a gift for your mom, although it might not be the best thing for us to bring it to her. If you can assist us with this, and I slide her the book.
She doesn't even look at it. She slides it back.
Hmm.
Did my
So
mother not instruct you in a certain way? You're alone in the room with her, by the way, and ditzy, life of the party. Penelope is gone. You're speaking
Disappeared.
to
Yeah.
a elder now, and
yeah,
she's like, "Did my mother not specifically put you in a certain direction?"
I
I
don't know. I
understand.
don't have a compass, so I don't get my north and south down. Remind me again.
No, he was saying because the whole Loki thing, like that's kind of what she's getting at.
Yes.
But yeah, like but once again, from our character's perspective, they can infer an idea that it might have been her,
Yeah,
but
but
they
that
have
would be
no.
dumb to infer anything else.
That's true.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess that's fine. We could just bring it to her directly. I didn't want to cause an issue
I
because if we
think
bring,
what she's saying is that don't you think Mama already knows?
well,
Yes,
yeah,
that
but
is
this is
exactly what she's saying,
That's
lady.
exactly what she's
I
trying to say.
Take an XP,
I
lady.
what I'm getting at is it's evidence that I have for her. That's my whole point.
My
I have a
brother, she cut you off. My brother, she says with contempt, has been nothing but problems. Of course, we know exactly who's causing this problem. We
We're
need
good at
you to
getting rid
deal
of
with it.
problems.
That's the whole point. Do not bother my mother with it. That was the whole reason of separating you from it.
What
okay. That's
is
fine.
he allergic to 44 Magnum by chance?
God damn it, Tower.
All
You really
right,
don't
that's fine.
understand this game, do you, Tower? You don't get it.
I do to an extent.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, well, look, I just I thought she might like to have the evidence with her, but that's fine. I mean, we were still going to take care of the problem regardless.
She says that she doesn't want anything to do with it whatsoever. No one does.
Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll keep it with us.
She stands up,
We'll
quite frustrated with you, actually,
mhm.
visibly so, and leaves the room.
Can I? Oh, I can't shake her
And
hand.
as soon as she goes out the door, all of a sudden, boom, Penelope's back.
Well, shoot. I guess that was a bad idea. Anyways. Okay. Fine.
Start
Well, you
walking
don't know
down.
their thinking, to be fair, but you don't know all the information, but it's very clear that, at least from what Penelope just said, that the queen is well aware who's causing the problem. They've known for a while, and that they need some outside source to deal with him because for some reason they can't. You don't know why. You don't know their inner politic or their inner
That's
struggles. You
true.
don't know, but they want you to deal with it, which you might find a little bit insulting or not.
Well, and plus there was a lot of other stuff, not just about him in that book too, though. They might have
Not
liked.
much about here, Boston, though. Mostly it was old world stuff.
Okay, well, that's fine. We'll keep it out for ourselves, I guess. It's still useful, like in some way. Maybe we might be able to, you know.
The date on the time when he wrote down when he let him see the book. Certainly
Um,
kept a date on it
a few months ago, before
a
New
few
York.
months ago before New
Okay.
York.
So it would have been 7, 8 months ago. Yeah.
All right, I guess find all you can on the dude, and we'll have to deal with this.
Yeah, having Paul doing worldwide search
You don't
throughout
have
the
to.
net.
It's not hard. It's a publicly traded company. And
Yeah, that company is, but where the location of the man
yep,
is.
Yeah,
Boston, right
Demon.
down the road.
He's right down the road.
Yep,
that's
Nord
okay.
conglomerate, not far at all.
Chester's just getting like irritated at us, me and Lady.
Well,
we do.
me too, because I didn't take the hints, but okay.
We're doing
Um, yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's go. Let's get this thing done.
Okay, so you guys head over to Nord conglomerate, and it's
Wait, how are you gonna
it's a
make him
big old fancy building in
join?
Boston. And of course, you don't know if he's in or a president or not, but it seems that he does frequent this place more than any other place in Boston. And it is their actual international headquarters, which makes sense. You guys go up, and there's really no activity going on around this place on the outside. And you go into a lobby, and there's, like I said, not much. There's a guy behind a counter, and there are two guards, which are brought up and come up, and they ask you, "How can we be of assistance today?"
I asked to speak to the whatever the guy's name is. I don't call him Prince, obviously, but
Darian.
what was his name? Darian. Uh, yeah, I'm here on government business. Film the badge, and can I speak with Darian, please?
Certainly. And these two gentlemen take you to an elevator and escort you to his office.
All right.
And you get upstairs, you get in the office, and Prince Darian is here. And he comes up and he introduces himself. Why do I have letters there? That's weird. What was I doing?
It's or
It's or.
he's Prince Darian or something,
I made a mistake,
something
but that's
or Prince
okay.
Darian.
It doesn't matter. But it does bug me, though. Bugs me. Anyway, he says, "Yeah, well, what can I do for Dove today?"
Well, we've been kind of on an interesting little investigation we've been doing. A bit of a runaround. Uh, see, we started out investigating these disappearances that were going on about, and seem to be connected to some kind of demonology thing. I'm keeping an eye on him to see if his expression changes in a
Um,
curious way.
Although he shows no emotion whatsoever as he just patiently listens to you. Those two guards that came up with you are still in the room, and they stiffen.
Uh, shoot, I don't think I have another point on me right now. Darn it! Uh,
Well, you always have
okay,
that special effect, that of hindrance, where you can lower a die one step and take a PowerPoint.
true, but I would have to actually have a roll. Can I do a persuasion roll to see if I mean? Well,
You
I
don't
know you're
have to
probably
make a
not
roll to do
going to
that. You don't have to use a roll to use a special effect.
for a hindrance. I thought it's a
No,
hindrance on a roll.
I don't think so. I think you just
That's
I think he'd be cute without the beard and
well,
mustache.
well. There's no point then. Like it
Maybe
says,
just
trade out distinction dice for D4
all
for
right. You're
one
right. You're right. You're right.
power
Okay,
point.
fine.
So
Yeah,
I would have to use a roll.
yeah.
So are you going to let me do a roll or no roll? Because if I can't do a roll, then I can't do a telepathy thing.
Sure. What kind of roll you want to do?
Persuasion roll. See if I can glean any information out of him. Like kind of go like ask him about if there's any information that he's heard anything about this. Like I'm
Oh,
you know
okay.
I'm
And he says, yeah, sure.
yeah. So I'm going to
Well, no, he just said, yeah, sure.
okay. Uh, hmm, can I get Can I do an insight check maybe to see
Well,
if
let me be more clear. Yes, he
yeah.
knows everything about it. He doesn't hide
Oh, I thought he was saying yeah, sure is in like okay, never mind then.
it.
Uh yeah, would you like to share that information with us? That'd be very helpful.
Well, I suppose he says was traveling over in Morocco, as you do, and came across an old tome in an ancient library. It was really cool, and he just started reading it, and lo and behold, demon summoning and stuff. Wow, pretty cool. I don't know much about that stuff, so I went and found a local, wizardly type, and he helped me out. Now, this guy is coming across different than you might have expected. He doesn't seem very old because you've met both kinds. You've met younger vampires and you've met pretty old ones. This guy doesn't talk. He speaks like he's born in the 80s or something like that. Born in the 70s or 80s. He doesn't sound old.
Hmm.
I mean, the way he's talking, he's so nonchalant about it. He says, "Well, yeah, I went over to the Baron. He knows all about those kind of things. He was very excited."
The let me pull up my notes again because I keep forgetting the guy's name. Um,
Lindell.
yeah, would that be Baron Lindell?
Oh yeah, heard he had an unfortunate accident last night.
Yeah, terrible tragedy. Uh, do you happen to still have that book on you?
Of course, I have the book.
Well, you see that the whole demonology thing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but it's actually highly illegal.
Oh
You
God,
know,
you sound like my mother.
well, government. It's kind of our job.
Yeah, whatever. This is boring. He goes over to his desk and he pours himself a whiskey. And he says, "Yeah, I just don't have time for this. Guards, deal with this." And as he waves his hand, he speaks a word in Latin. Does anyone here
It's
speak Latin?
Tell him to speak English.
He's
no one
he's
speaks Latin.
ignoring you. He's so indifferent. This is the male version of Paris Hilton. If you haven't got it,
Oh
he's
my God.
such a spoiled little brat. And he's like, oh, whatever. And as he speaks, you hear, of course, GOP has his eyes on it anyway. You hear some grunting and noise behind you as the two guards that came up with you transform. Initiative.
Combat again. Here we go.
Shit, it's almost 10
Life for
o'clock.
one role playing thing.
That's okay. We're
No,
gonna
we
have
can get
combat.
through
We're gonna
this.
kill him
We
quick.
can get through this. All right, so we're in initiative, and this is the first time for us to where we're going to be using mob rules. We haven't done this before. We'll see how it goes. This is actually a pretty brutal fight, but the way this works is there's only two of them, but it doesn't matter how many there are. In this one, every time you guys get a successful stress die 10 or above has to equal the die. So we have 10s right here, as you can see. Anytime you get a successful stress dive 10 or above, it doesn't add to damage. It simply removes one of those dies. When you've removed all 6 10, you defeat the combatants. That's how it works. Very simple,
Simple enough.
simple enough. And we'll try. We'll see how it goes. This is the first time we've done uh, this option, so we're going to try it. So initiative, these guys, their initiative is not very high. I'd say they're probably in 18. No, a 16.
Oh,
Lady,
so
what's
they're
your
timing.
so who goes first in that
Well,
order?
you
Are we
go,
going to
and
do
then
lady?
Tower goes, and then I go, and then Lady goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the
Okay.
person.
As usual,
That's-
ladies, but that's okay, lady. It's not what your character does. It's okay. But go
All
ahead,
right.
GOP.
I'm just
So
asking
these
you all, so
guys
what does
transform. They
it
have
do?
runes all over their body. They are no longer human looking. They're very, very demon looking, actually. Which you guys deal with demons all the time, and you don't see this type very much. And they just charge at you, GOP. What are you gonna do?
and get something between us, and before I fire my gun, even a chair, anything,
Well,
just to slow him down a little bit.
if I roll a 1, you can use a complication, sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to shoot them because
Alrighty.
that's what I
So here we
do.
go.
So, D10, 2D8, and 2D6. Okay. 10, 2D8.
Nice. Thank you. I needed that. I was getting low.
Oh my
At least I wasn't the only
goodness.
one to roll ones tonight.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
and
needed
it was
that.
my D10, and I can't do any damage to him because,
And that was
you
a
know.
D6. Nice. I needed that. Thank you.
That was horrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah, man, if it was anything but the D10 that rolled a 1, I probably would have been okay. Because
Yeah.
I could at least. Well.
Well, that's okay.
Yep.
Now this combat is interesting because obviously I don't have huge enough groups to split the dice up between. I could split them 3 and 3. Is the way I'm going to look at as far as my rolling goes, right? But I'm not. I'm just going to tag team one of you. So 1, 2 is a GOP, 3, 4 is Tower, and 5, 6 is Lady. So
It's going to be a 1 or a 2 because I seem to always be like the one targeted in these. Oh, no.
it's
Oh,
Lady. Okay.
oh
So
no, lady.
they charge after Lady, and both of them at the same time are on her. So I'm applying, and this is the way it works. All these dice are being applied to my roll, right? Now I have my Doom pool over here that I can add to and stuff, of course. But that's the way it applies. Now, if you get a stress die above 10, then I'm down to 5 dice, 4 dice, 3 dice, like that. So these guys are far more dangerous in round 1 than they will be in round 4, right? Or 5.
Right.
Anyway, so this is pretty ugly, Lady. Yeah.
Oh, it should be Tower anyway, so I think we skipped him.
No, 1, 2 for you, 3, 4 for Tower, 5, 6 for Lady.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
was
no.
the last digits.
No, what I'm saying is like
Oh.
his attack. Because I rolled, and he should be after me, and then you go. Right?
Yeah,
What's
I'm not
his
rolling that yet. I'm rolling. You're right. You're right. You're right. I was rolling defense. I do apologize. So I'll get to Lady on my turn. This is my defense. I do apologize. That I don't know what I was thinking. Alrighty. You get a PowerPoint or a complication.
I need the PowerPoint, honestly, at this point, because I'm just.
Okay. I definitely beat you. You want to contest it or take another PowerPoint?
Now, I'll take one PowerPoint. I'm going to contest.
Okay. Go
just
ahead.
Because, or actually, you know what? Because I can't really do that much damage.
All you have to do is a D10 or above, and you take away. It's not like normal combat. All you're trying to do.
Yeah,
is
you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should knock out at least one of those dice.
You
So-
should try. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to reroll, and I'll have one PowerPoint. Okay.
And then it might not be as ugly on Lady when I get to my turn.
That would be definitely a positive. Okay, so not the best, but 11 with the D10 effect.
Okay, let me make my roll. Much
Oof.
higher.
Yep.
Okay, so I defend. Tower.
Oh, Chester.
Mm-hmm.
Kick his
Let
butt.
me hit him with the old bread and butter.
Please do.
The old bread and butter. So that will be my 2d12. Okay. The dice are loading. Bear with me.
Yeah.
It happens.
Okay.
Motherfuck.
Oh, thank you. You guys just like me today.
Well, apparently the dice hates us. Okay, so that's a 13.
It's all
Not-
three of us have been
With
rolling
the-
ones.
Yeah, 13 with the D12 effect.
You get a PowerPoint or a complication, Tower. I
Well,
beat you.
he gets a PowerPoint anyways, but he gets two if he.
Well, he could take another one if he chooses to not contest. True.
Describe the room we're in, just roughly.
You see it right in front of you. It's an office, kind of an
It's an
executive
office.
office. Yeah.
How many enemies are there exactly?
You have these two guards, which are now demons, and you have the prince, but he doesn't seem to. He's over there drinking some whiskey. He's not even watching the combat, by the way. He seems to be flipping
I
through
have a
some
good
tablet on
I have
his
a good
desk.
complication. All of the shooting and the smoke from the gunfire sets off the fire alarm.
Okay.
So now it's sprinkler systems. Everyone's getting wet, disoriented, slippery. No
There
caution.
wouldn't be the sprinklers. There's no fire, so there wouldn't be no sprinklers going off. But
No, but there's smoke, so it would set off the smoke alarm, which should
where are
automatically
you
set off
getting the smoke from? Where's the smoke coming from?
the guns.
These are not black powder guns.
I,
We
it's an
use white
MP5.
powder now.
We use white powder.
How about instead of doing that, why don't you add numbers to your dice total? Depending on
Sure.
how many points do you have to spend currently?
I have
What are you at?
I am at for PowerPoints 3.
And is that including the one you just got or no?
Yeah, that's
Well, he
including
hasn't.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because last game we ran it dry.
We did.
Yeah.
As
Now
we
you'd
should.
still have to spend. Oh wow, you'd have to spend at least 3 points to add. I don't know. It'd be tough. It's up to you though.
Yeah, you could
you
re-roll
wanna
that one, take that away from me, and then spend this last PowerPoint on adding a hero dice if necessary.
Yeah, I mean we gotta at least knock down one or two of these dice.
Yeah, because I have a oh my god, dude! I have 3d10, d12,
Okay, well,
d8,
All
a
right,
ton of
so then do
d6s.
that.
re-roll the one.
Re-roll the one. Go ahead.
And what dice was
A
that?
8-sider.
A d8er.
Mm-hmm.
Copy this. Dice app is loading.
Okay.
There's a d8er roller.
It's a 6.
That's
It's
better.
still not enough. So add a hero dice.
I'll add the d12.
Okay. And you win. I could.
Okay.
And we do have a D10 kicker in there, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, no, we get a D12, so it doesn't matter. All right, so I'm not going to burn any dice on that, so I am down to 5 10-siders. And let me use this right here to keep track for myself. Little 6-sider with a 5 on it. All right. So you're able to wound one of them when you're shots, but these things, of course, keep coming. And now I'm at 5d10. But at the beginning of my round, I am going to spend. I'm going to spend armor of 8, 1 power point for the 8 armor. Although in that case, actually, I didn't think about that. It doesn't really matter, does it? Huh. That's not a normal character. I didn't think about that. Okay, so I won't do that. I will. Yeah, I will spend because these are a group thing, so everything having group dice. These guys are actually flaming up and throwing fire into the room. So there's your fire tower. Now you have opportunity, and it cost me 2 power points, which is equivalent to 2 6-siders or an 8-sider. I'm going to use my 8-sider for that. So I will do that, and I will spend another 8-sider and a 6-sider, or I could just spend the 10-sider. I'll spend the 10-sider. I spend the 10-sider, and I adding gore to this attack. So there's everybody in the room is being affected. This is an AOE, right? Now, GOP, because you're the observant, or actually Tower is the observant one, you notice that the fire that engulfs this room and sets things on fire, it certainly myths Prince Darian that his office is being messed with, but you notice the fire just kind of literally goes around him as if he were shielded. But everybody else has to deal with this roll. So let me see here. I put the AoE and the gore, right? So let me do this. I got 5 dice left. Make my roll. Okay. So everybody in the room, this is an 18 attack with a D10 effect die. So everyone has to make this roll. I forgot to add the D12. Sorry. Let me roll that real quick. With a D12 effect. Sorry. So there you go. 18.
Okay. Let's see.
It's again, right?
Yep, this is a defense. Yep, this is a straight up physical defense.
D10.
Because these guys are kind of flame up and they breathe fire out of their mouth toward you specifically. But it engulfs, this is a fairly small room, so it engulfs everything. And like I said, the prince is a bit miffed. But, you know, it's hard to find good help these days.
D10, 2d8, 2d6.
And chaos demons tend to be, you know, chaotic.
Well, that's a 17. Doesn't quite beat an 18, but I could spend 1 and increase it to a 21. That's the last one I have on me, but it's probably worth it because I don't want to get hit by whatever this is. Because I don't think I can counteract the fire with the sprinkler system before they get to use their attack. I would assume
No,
would
of
only
course
work
it's not going to affect. This is abyssal fire. It's not going to matter anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm going to spend that extra that points and increase my score to a 20. Sorry, be a 21. Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Tower. You're
What
able to
pools
dodge
am
out of
I?
the way of GOP.
All right.
All right. What
That's your
pools am
defense
I?
roll.
Oh, fuck.
Just make a
What pools
standard
am I rolling
defense.
out of?
Yeah. your defense roll.
Physical, so 8.
It's one of your shortcuts.
Oh yeah. 4d8. Whole. Oh no, that's my new fucking sheet. My bad.
2d10, 2d8, and a d6 if you want to use hardened.
Yeah, there is 2d10,
That costs a
2d8s,
PowerPoint though.
It does cost
2d10,
a power.
2d8s. Come on, Dice app.
Come on, Dice app.
You can do it.
Wow.
The app looks really great until you need it to.
I don't know. You and I don't have any trouble with it at all.
I have some issues, but it's not.
Motherfucker.
Alrighty. Thank you. Just feeding the beast here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, you're taking that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be.
Finally taking damage.
Well, because I didn't
First
really
time in
roll very
forever.
high, you know.
You got an 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I got
that's
5d10
pretty
and
high.
d12 on my roll. That's not very high.
The highest thing I mean, besides from the D12, the highest thing you get is a 10 on the D10. So you were like, two
But
steps below.
I have PowerPoints here. I can add dice.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So I mean, and he can't re-roll unless it's a 1-on-1, right? So he couldn't like contest this with another roll.
Yeah, this is an AoE. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just kind of stuck with it.
Yeah, you're stuck with it. Now you could spend hero dice, but and you probably could get enough if you want to throw a hero dice in there. But that costs a PowerPoint to use it.
Nope, we die like men.
All right, lady.
I hope I got the right dice up there.
It's your standard physical defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nope.
It's not horrible. It's not enough, though. So, lady,
Oh
you
well.
could spend power points. You could spend hero dice.
No.
You
Doesn't.
sure?
Yeah.
All right.
If I die, I die.
Oh, and
Well,
Tower, you should have got a point because you didn't contest it. Oh, no, because you can't contest it. That's right. Never mind.
yeah, you can't get these are area effect stuff. Tower lady, you take D12 stress from the gore effect, which I spent for. Basically, these guys gout fire from their mouth. You and lady get caught right in it. GOP is able to dodge over toward the desk where you see the prince's. He's literally playing an anime app game.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But
Am
anyway,
I able to light a cigar with that fire breath?
well,
Let's focus on the
you're
battle for right now.
literally have been scorched. You guys have both have D12 stress. That is no joke. Lady, what are you doing?
I'm trying to avoid confrontation and pushing the red button on my phone. Saying
Okay,
we
so
need
you're
backup.
dodging. All right, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. I don't know how that would affect, but let's say, how would that work? Spending
Movement.
around to seek cover, so that would give you cover. Yeah, no, I'll see what I do on my round, but that should
Okay.
be something beneficial to that. Back to the top, GOP.
Okay, cool. Hopefully, I'll do a little bit better than I did the first time around.
Well, I am down to 5
Um,
dice, so
yeah, but down one dice. Okay. Let's see. So 2d10, 2d8, and I. Well, it's not really gonna matter with that. So 2d10, 2d10. This game hates me.
wow, dude, you guys are just this is not good because
No.
It's
I'm
because
not.
it's past 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm
All
not.
right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna up one of these to a 10 instead, so I can do that AOE again. Thank you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we're looking at an 11, huh? All right, let me roll my dice. Is this the fight that's going to get? Oh, damn it! Don't ignore that.
Okay, I will.
Here we go. Is this the fight that's going to get you guys? I wonder.
Probably will, because look at that. I
Holy
mean,
shit, 17. And I have dice
yep,
where I could add into that hero dice and stuff if I wanted.
What happens if
Uh,
you kill us? We just have to make a new campaign.
yep.
well,
TPK.
it depends. There's a system for that. And let me see. I have to make a. You didn't
We
do it.
may
You could
come
add hero
back in
dice. Then I could
artificial
add hero
bodies.
dice. Okay, I'm definitely defended against you, unless you want
Yep,
to
and
push
I'm
it.
not
You
gonna.
can push it. So,
I can, but
well, then take the
I
power
kind of
points.
have to. I kind of have to though, because I don't really have an option here. If I can't at least take out one of those dice, you know,
No,
it's
I
not
get
going
you.
to matter.
I get you. So you no power point, but you can contest. Go ahead.
I'm going to contest.
Hmm.
Well, I would have still got one from that one, but yeah, either way.
That's true. You get that anyway. Well, I didn't roll a one.
Oh, I thought I get one if I roll one. My bad.
No, I do.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
Much better roll
So
though. Way better roll.
yeah,
17. That is way better. Okay, let me roll.
that probably isn't going to save me with how you've been rolling, but
Well, you got
we'll
power.
see.
You have no power. You have some power points to.
Oh, that's true. That is
I
true, and I've
rolled a
got
16, so you win. You beat me. So you do damage. Now, do I want to protect from it? These are chaos demons in abyssal morph. No, these guys are all about killing, not defense. So they're not going to spend any dice. So you do beat, and you take. What was your effect die there? Did you have a
would
D10?
have been a D10. Yeah. Or no, well, oh, that's. Oh no, yeah, no. I could still use the D10 because. Hmm. Actually, that's tricky. I'm gonna have to spend. I'm gonna have to spend at least. Because I have
Yeah, you
one
got to
point. I'm gonna
throw a
take
hero
that.
dice in there. Throw a hero dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Probably not gonna be a big one, but You know,
Just any
see what
one.
I
Just
have.
don't roll a one.
Of course, with my luck, let's see. I'll use a D8.
Well, you only
Okay.
need one. You need literally one.
Yeah, I know.
But you
So
can't
I'm
roll a
gonna
one,
roll it.
so roll two. There you go. Okay, no problem. So you're able to get through and do damage. It's a D10, so it drops it down to 4 more. All right.
Okay.
Tower, you've
Howdy.
literally been burned. You are not a happy camper.
Can I apply the Neosporin?
Later. Yeah.
Shoot him, please. Last-
I'm gonna give him the old bread and butter. I guess that's all I can do.
Well, actually, you can do many things. It's just you haven't studied your character. Hopefully, your
Well,
new character, you'll be more versatile. And GOP, hopefully, his new character has multiple things he can do.
He does.
Awesome.
motherfucker.
That's
Wow.
That's not terrible.
Nothing but love. I'm going to up that to a D10. Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely getting another one in there. We'll see what he rolls, and maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
You got a 14. Oof.
Give me a second here. I
With
dropped
a
some
D10
I
wood
wonder
here.
if UOP. I wonder if Chester would be opposed to me naming my character that
What?
Macho Mandolph.
I don't think that would be appropriate. It just wouldn't make any sense for the
Yeah,
context
I
of the
mean,
game.
we're not. If we were playing a comedy game, which you can do, you can play comedy role playing games. But we're kind of in a demons walking Earth and
Serious man, yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
But at least semi serious.
A little bit, just a touch.
Yeah, yeah,
Macho Mandolph, Randy Savage.
A little bit, But anyway,
yeah.
okay, I got that all taken care of. Anyway, I have to roll dice compared to that, so let me go ahead and I'm down to 40-10. All right.
Say that like you're hurting.
Well, I mean, I haven't tried this before. My defense is a 14.
So 14 versus 14.
Yeah, so I win.
Yeah.
So, Tower, do you have anything left as far as points?
Nah, I've sort of drained my hero points.
Dude, you don't have any PowerPoints left?
I have
Then-
like one.
I said, if you have one, use it.
Yeah, throw a hero dice in there.
Okay, I have a D10 that I could.
Then roll it.
If that's what you have, yeah, use it. Because
I mean, I have a ton of D10s and D6s. Oh,
That's-
fuck.
that's
Nice.
great.
Okay.
But,
So I'm down to 3.
And you should get 2 hero dice, right? Because it's 10 above.
Yep. So you get 2 10-siders to your hero dice.
So that was
That was
good.
nice. Then it's my turn. One of them drops. You actually drop one of them. It doesn't matter in this in the minion combat situation, but one does actually drop out. There's only one left in the room, and he's only got 3 10-sider dice left. But I'm doing the same thing I did before. I'm burning that, and I'm burning that. So the good thing is I am burning my dice, but you just keep giving them to me. So
That's true.
I'll keep using them, and I have a whole nother round of it I can do right there, plus a PowerPoint. Nice. So everybody, this is coming at another AoE. He's just gouting the room with fire. Let me go ahead. 3d10. Okay, I rolled a 1. I'm going to
So we
spend to
get 1 hero
re-roll that
point?
1.
Oh.
And it's an 8. Nice.
That's
So
it.
I got a 14. Go ahead and make your defenses.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so roll my. What's it? Just had it up. It's a D10, 2d8, and a D6. Okay. 10, 2d8, 6.
Nice. Thank you.
What did you have? Oh
I
my
got.
God.
I have a 14. I have a 14.
So I
So
got a
you win.
15.
Yeah, you're safe. Tower.
Oh, thank God.
Dodging
Yeah,
again.
defense. And we said that was 2d10, 2d8, I think.
It's 2d10, 2d8, and a d6 if you want to
With
be hard.
Tower and Lady,
Nah.
I do need to roll an additional 12-sider, so let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Ooh, this could be the end of you. What'd you roll? Oh no, that was him.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
Shit.
no.
Oh my god, I rolled another
Well,
one.
Thank you.
actually, but here's the thing: it's not as bad as you might think, for the simple fact that if he wants to do the D12 effect,
I won't be able to stress him out. You're right. But instead, what I can do, because that's an 18 he's sitting on, and I'm sitting on a 15. But if I spend this little PowerPoint I got right here as a gift, now I have a
Oh,
21.
oh, you're doomed.
god damn it, man. Whose idea was it to do this anyways?
Oh, that was our right. I think that was my fault. Okay. Well,
Mother...
All right, so Tower, you gain another D12 stress die. You already have a D12 stress, so the first time since we've been playing this game, you are KO'd, sir. You're not dead, but any further damage you take will cause actual trauma, which means long lasting. It's much harder to repair that, because up to this point you guys have got scuffs and bruises and stuff, and you can heal up pretty quick, right? But trauma is different, so we'll see how it goes. Lady, you're last, and you're sitting on a D12 too.
Yeah. I
Oh,
got
21,
added
lady.
a D4 because I was, getting out of the way, right?
Oh yeah,
Is
no,
that
that's right. We got to give you some effect for that. So I will let you add an additional D6 to your dice pool.
okay?
I think that's fair.
D6.
Doesn't that sound good, GOP? I think it sounds good.
Okay,
sounds
so
fine to
8,
me.
8, 6, 6. Come on, max out everybody. Of course not.
It's not
Eh.
enough. Yeah.
Nope.
No. Now, I'm assuming you have PowerPoints and Hero Dice, but to get a
Oh yeah,
21 out of that, how many PowerPoints you have?
I have 6 PowerPoints.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay. And how many Hero Dice do you have?
3,
Well, what's your highest hero dice? What kind of hero dice do
10,
you have?
a 10D. Did
Well, I mean, you could try
10.
to spend 3 PowerPoints, or you could do one at a time and just add Hero Dice and see if you get
Yeah,
above my 21. You can certainly do that.
you don't want. You don't want to get. You don't want to get
Burned
knocked out.
again. Yeah. So I spent. So am I rolling a D10?
So yeah,
Yeah.
spend a PowerPoint, roll one of your Hero Dice. The D10's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, here comes the D10.
Okay,
What
it's a
was my total
4.
while ago?
So we're up to a
4.
15. Okay, spend another PowerPoint, roll another Hero Dice.
Oh, I got 2 more 6. I got 2 6s
Well,
Okay.
before I'm out.
Okay, roll one at a time. Okay, now we're up to 20. So roll the last one. So 3
Yay!
PowerPoints, 3 Hero Dice gone. Okay, and that
Yep.
puts you over 23 when I'm at 21. But this guy really needs to win. So I'm going to roll a Hero Dice on my own.
oh, that's great.
Give me a 1. Give me a 1. Give me a
5.
1.
No,
All
no.
right, 5. Lady, you are KO'd.
He got you to spend all of it.
I did. That's awesome.
You know what?
This is
If I do,
Chester's revenge for us doing bullshit.
Now,
if this is how my character goes, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Now,
That's
GOP,
hilarious.
you're alone. Your members are unconscious on the ground, slightly alit. But you guys have cut this guy in half, though. He's only got 3 dice left, and you are undamaged as far as you're undamaged. So GOP, what do you got to do, dude?
Die.
Well, I'm the last guy standing.
You
This
are.
is great.
Yeah.
You should take
Okay.
your pants off just to prove a point.
No,
No.
I'm not going to do
Why
that.
would you
That's
do
a
that?
very bad idea.
It's a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Don't want to see
unconscious.
the
Be quiet.
pubes.
I'm going to. I have to shoot him. That's all I have to do. I got. That's all I can do. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, we're new to this game, so we're learning that everybody is a one-trick pony, huh?
Well, I mean, I guess I could try and persuade the guy, but
Oh no, that's not
like,
going to
Don't
work.
think
But
that.
different
No,
combat
Yeah.
options, right?
Agreed.
Well, that's all right.
yeah.
That's all right. The combat option you have is a pretty good one, and I'm down to 3d10 on my roll, and I only have effectively one die to use against you because the other one I'm going to save to kill you.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
You can only kill one
D10,
of us at a time.
Because at the
2d6.
table, you guys would see my doom pool, so you can ask anytime what I got in it. Just keep that in mind.
How many
Alright.
dice do you have in your Doom pool?
I have two. I have a
All of
D10,
them.
which is equivalent to 3 power points, and I have a D8, which is equivalent
Oh.
to 2 or a hero dice.
Go. This game hates me so much.
I
How
don't
many
get
does
anything
it
out of it
do?
though. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, that is a good thing. That's 10.
Well, you
With
don't
the
have any
D-
power points anyway, right?
I have one now.
You do.
That's
So
it.
you could put a hero dice into this if you have it. So just see what I have for my roll first,
Yeah.
because
So
I am
10 with
down
the
to
D10
3. So
effect. But you're gonna roll. You're gonna get at least 110. Oh yeah. See, 19.
19. I am rolling well, but I've rolled poorly too. So it comes and goes. That's a 19. Oof. I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
take
not
you
gonna
out one
just.
round though. Keep that in mind. I can't take you out in one round.
I'm gonna
Now,
have to do the reroll.
and this
Like
is
that's.
this is a defense. I'm defending, so this is not an attack anyway. You're attacking me, right? So you can do the reroll. No PowerPoint for you. Go ahead.
Well, I would rather have no PowerPoint than be dead. So
Well, right now
yeah.
you guys are desperate. I'm actually very happy the way the hero dice and PowerPoints are working because it's a much tighter resource than it felt in the beginning, huh? It's good.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna
Okay,
see. This is it.
much better roll.
Much
Much
better,
better.
but
16. And you could pump a hero dice into it too. So let me go ahead and make my roll. All right, I have a
16.
total of 16. So the only way to hit
I
him
have to.
is you have to spend a PowerPoint, drop a hero dice on it.
Yeah. I don't really have a choice.
Mhm.
Okay. Spend a D10.
Okay, that's enough. So I lose another die. I'm down to 2. Okay, and this guy is looking ragged. My turn. I don't need to spend that because I don't need to do an AOE. This guy charges at you directly where they've been doing range attack the whole time. He charges at you,
Mhm.
and as he does, his claws grow and become red hot like lava. And he just starts swiping at you. So I am going to spend the 3 power points, which is a D10 for me. And I'm going to add the gore effect. So he's going to gore you instead with fire, with claws. But I only have 2 10-siders left. So
Okay. Let's see what happens.
but what that does do is my effect die is or what am I doing? I'm so stupid. I'm supposed to be adding that die. I apologize. Okay, here we go. All right, so I have, and I will go. So I have a 10 with a D12 effect.
Okay. All right. Now it is my turn. D10, 2D8, and a D6. Okay. And I didn't use that PowerPoint last time, thankfully. Oh, okay. Thank God.
There we go.
Oh,
All right, so you're able to defend yourself from this guy, no problem. And I don't have any dice to deal with it anyway. Your turn. Well, I do have one die, but that's for killing. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So D10, 2D8, 2D6.
How many rounds is this now?
I don't know.
We're getting fucked.
You are.
Oh, look. Well, I kind of have to spend that point then to re-roll it. Like, there's no other choice.
But you have to have 2 power points to reroll.
Yeah.
Or you could
You're
just
right.
I'll just take that one and we can contest. I haven't rolled yet, so let me roll first. I do get that
Yeah.
die though. So let me go ahead and make my roll. Okay, I got a 15 with it's just defense, so 15. So what are you gonna do
Okay.
with
So
that?
let's see. Be an 11, but I still wouldn't. Well, yeah, no, that still wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't be enough.
Um,
Do you have any hero dice left?
yeah, I actually had a decent amount, but
How many power
even
points
then,
you have left?
I just have one. I
Ah,
didn't spend it yet.
well, you're gonna have to do the hero
So,
dice route because spending one on this won't be enough.
or I could do the reroll route.
Well, that means you need 2 power points for that.
No, I mean reroll. Like I don't just take the
Oh,
outcome.
contest. Yeah, you can contest. Yeah,
Contest.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, that's
No
probably the
power
logic.
point for you.
That's okay. Oh my god. Well then, you know what? I guess this game really wants me dead, and
Well,
that's
let me
fine.
make my roll. You never know, right?
Yep, make your roll, and it's gonna be one of them is gonna be a D. One of them is gonna be a 10.
No, I rolled a 9. So technically, you can easily beat me. And you should. You should spend
Mm,
that power point, drop a hero dice on it, and just don't roll a 1 and you got me.
okay. Yep, that's my only choice. So, that's another D10. All right, that's my last D10.
Okay. So you reduce it down to a single die. This guy is ragged, but it is a chaos demon, so he's not going to sue for peace or want any quarter, and he wouldn't offer any anyway. But I am burning everything into this though, so I'm goring, I'm
You should.
AOEing, and I'm saving back that for a kicker. Therefore. He's just gouting the entire room. Is that the fire is coming out of his chest and mouth and arms. His whole body is just emitting fire. And the prince has stopped playing his little anime game and watching this, somewhat interested. The fire is having 0 effect on him, by the way. But I only got
Mm-hmm.
1 die. However, yeah, let me just do like this. I'll do like
10,
this.
2D8.
Okay.
It's the 4th round, yeah.
I keep making that mistake. Ignore that.
Well, it's a 7, so I will.
Yeah,
If
ignore
it was
that.
like a
So here's
one or a
here's
2,
here's the actual dice roll with the PowerPoints involved. So it's a
ooh,
16, and this is burned. So
okay.
GOP, you can do it.
This isn't gonna probably go very well. Oh, look, another one. What a shock.
Face my head to the west.
All
I'm gonna
right.
get
Well,
to you two in a minute.
yeah, you're gonna.
Oh
Well, I didn't.
goodness, you rolled really bad, dude.
I
Holy
did.
shit! What are you gonna do? What is your stress right now? None, right?
I have no.
I
I
haven't
haven't got
hit you
hit
yet.
yet.
Yeah, I haven't even hit you yet.
Oh, let's
So
see. That would be a 9, and I'm out. Oh
you're
no.
out of
Well,
power points, so you could take a power point right now and just
yeah.
take the hit. And the hit
Kind of.
in this case is a D8. So
Mm, oh, really? It's only a D8 hit.
yeah, it's only a D8. Yeah.
That's actually not that. Well, no, but that'll give him extra D8 dice.
Sorry, it's a D10. I apologize. It's a D10. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not worth it. You know what? I'm just gonna re-roll. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
contest it.
No
'cause-
PowerPoint for you.
Yeah, well, you know what? I would rather not die, which
I don't
I'm probably gonna
know. It
roll.
seems to be adding up. Go ahead.
That's 10
Yeah,
with the
but
D10
we'll
effect.
see what my reroll is.
Yeah. Yeah, you beat me.
I did, and there's nothing you can do about it because you have no PowerPoints. So,
Nope,
uh,
hit me.
yeah. So take your. In this case, it is a D8. So a D8 effect die. You're able to dodge a little bit, so you do have a D8 stress on you. However, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, you guys are unconscious, therefore you cannot do anything to roll or protect yourself from the damage that just came in, and you're from the original, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Therefore, you guys, each of you, have a one. Just write down one step of trauma. Tower lady.
Yes.
I can't do shit. I've been fucked up.
Well, I
Oh,
know
yeah, you
that's
got
why you're automatically getting a step of trauma. Back to the
Okay,
top.
so at the
GOP.
very
Can you?
beginning, I was dodging and I pushed a button on my
I
phone.
know you did. I know you did.
Okay,
Yeah, I know.
so I know it
I got
helps
it
some
all.
way.
Yeah, but GOP,
Okay.
you could take this guy out because my
Mm-hmm.
defense die is literally just a D10. I only have one die.
D10, 2D8, and 2D6. Okay. Oh, of course, with how I'm rolling, probably not. But we'll see.
It's okay.
It's
Not
not
the
bad.
worst
Not
roll.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
Okay.
make my. I can't beat it. So, and you get a
Oh!
you get a one.
Plus, you get a power.
So you're able to go ahead and describe it. You take the demon out.
Okay. Well, first I'm going to add that. And also, did I get a... I would assume I would have got a hero dice, too, from that, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, alright, I'm going to say, looks like it's time to turn down the heat. And I
Oh,
kill the last one.
Jesus. Cliff Clavin doing Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, and you take him out. Now, both these guys on the ground, these security guards are back to looking like security guards again. Their clothing is torn and burnt. The room is absolutely cindered, by the way. And the prince is untouched, and he is not pleased with the damage to his pretty little office whatsoever. And your comrades are seriously damaged on the ground.
You should just pick us up and drag us out the fucking door.
What do you want to
Kind of
do?
what I'm going to have to do. I can't, I'm not going to stay in this situation. You know, I
What
can't
are you gonna
really...
do?
I'm going to have to drag my allies out. Can't really... Can't do anything else. Yeah. No, because, I mean, I need to get us away from him because yeah, he's not doing anything right now, but he's completely unharmed. I'm not in the best shape, but I'm all by myself. And I'm gonna call it in because I mean that's...
She already did.
Well, yeah. So I'm getting us out of here.
Okay, you take into the hallway. He doesn't follow. You make sure you put them out, but they are bad. They're really actually injured. They're not scuffed. And you wait, I guess. And
What else can I do?
within 10 minutes, there's a crew in the building. One of your response teams, your enforcement division response teams. They immediately start doing triage on these two, and trying to deal with your teammates. And the chief here is a different guy than it was from the night before. And he's like, so, detective, what's the situation?
I let him know that what occurred, and before I pulled my people out, I let him know that the guy was still in there. He hasn't been touched, but yeah, I gave him a rundown of exactly what occurred.
Okay. He gets his team together. You're out in the hallway with the trauma people, and a couple of the team members stay back with you. And they bar siege right to the door. Right. You're in the hallway, so you can't really see. You could hear. and they tell him, surrender in the name of Dove, and they do all that kind of stuff that they normally do. And you hear him say, yeah, bring the detective back.
No.
Don't do it. You're gonna get booty raped.
So since that was a scene passing, do I get to one reduction in my damage?
No,
So
of
I
course
be.
not. It's been seconds. Knock it off.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was
No,
like
we're the
10 minutes.
same scene.
Okay,
Don't.
that's fine. I'm like, I got a job to do. You guys,
These
you
guys are
guys.
out. They have nothing. Your teammates have
Oh
nothing
yeah,
to
that's
do.
right.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. I head back in. I'm a little beat up, but I'm still standing.
And you come in, and there, of course, the team has got their guns aimed on him in this blackened room. All the fire's out though, somehow.
How about that?
And you come in the room, you see it, and he's like, "Guy, what a fuss! It's just a book." And he knocks on the desk. A compartment opens. It pops up, and he pulls a book out of it, and he hands it to you.
I take the book, and I'm like, oh, this
He
fuss for some
assaulted
paper.
3 Dove
No,
officers.
I know. Well, I mean, I'm not the enforcement guy.
No,
They're
and
here now.
they're here. They've certainly got him pinned down here. He's not giving any resistance, and of course, you take the book, and they do arrest him, and he's very nonchalant about it. And he even chuckles and says, "As if you could do something to a prince of the city." As they are leaving him out, and you are left, and this is where we're going to stop it, even though we went over. That's okay, and because it took them forever to figure out how to get here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, you are left, and our closing scene of tonight is you holding this book in your hand.
Ooh,
Dun, 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 dun.
scary, mystical.
Yes. And I even
All
wrote
right,
it in Latin.
you did.
I did.
Look at you.
I know. Special. Anyway, so we're going to leave it there, and we'll see how things turn out next week. Tower is bringing in a new character. So this character is going to be moving on somewhere else anyway, but and that's fine. This I did set it up to easily do those kind of things, and keep in mind you guys can shuffle in a new character if you wanted to. This is a large agency, so but nevertheless, we'll pick it up next week with 2 of our teammates in actual trauma damage. And all that means is it takes time for them, like, weeks to recover instead of days. Nevertheless, any questions?
No,
No.
I'm surprised I'm not dead. That's
You
all.
guys do pick up 5 additional experience points, though. 2 for the ending of that case file, and 3 for the fight. So that's a total
Okay.
of, what do we get today? We got 8 experience points. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alrighty. So we'll see you guys next time. Do keep in mind that on Thursday, of course, we have Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition, and this year, this week, we are doing Valentine's Day. Aw. I'm sure my crew will
Mhm.
disturb that in some way, though. So
Oh,
come and watch.
absolutely.
Later.
Goodbye.
Yee.